Any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Keep it going. Some privilege in the back, blowing. Hold it down for the Bay, repping Oakland.
It's all a fugazi.
And you know the difference between me reading your papers now and me reading your papers 10 years ago is that now I know when I read it. 10 years ago, I didn't know when I read it.
This is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right. All right.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies.
Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read.
No, you ain't the champ. Hey, this is only embarrassing. How you gonna do this? Embarrassing. How you gonna do the champ? You go fight more than 4,000 people live. One more people in training.
40 years old carrying a school bag. The man doesn't even fucking read.
And Dad tried to teach me and my brothers, never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others. And never cease trying to be the best you could be. That's under your control. I coined my own definition of success, which is peace of mind, attained only through self-satisfaction and knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable.
What do you both think about fear?
I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. I'm here to live up to mine.
He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life.
Fear is a teacher.
And I don't skip class.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me?
Me?
Just hanging around.
Hey now,
hanging around.
Hey now, say now.
Hey now.
Hey now, say now.
Hey now. Hey now to you. Yes. Hey now. Hey now.
Hey now.
Did I just nail the grail?
You just hit the grail.
Did I just nail the grail? Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Phone's on 3%. I hate when I don't charge it, then it's dead at the end of the show. How we doing? Gonna be a show. I said the same thing last Tuesday. There's my face. Right next to Asmongold. Come on, that's a dream. And John Boy in the middle. Get out of here. YouTube's a funny place. YouTube's a fucking funny place. There's my face. There's John Boy. I mean, 87,000, 1.8. And there's funny old me. Yeah, I have a show. What I'm hoping, I have a bunch I'm gonna get to a lot. Yeah, we got a fun show, but I'm also hoping that at some point in the show, whether kind of the back half, we get into a good conversation about card shops. I'm going to give what all my stuff, but I'm hoping we have a few call-ins. I know a few, Richie Japan's supposed to call in, not in Japan anymore. McPigspin's supposed to give us a take on, and hopefully somewhat organically, we get, a talk on that. So how are we going to start? I have cringe content, plenty of that always, but definitely get into a few things I found pretty cringe. PSA national pricing is absolutely absurd. Odd pricing talk, whatever the hell that means, or my note there. eBay currently has a price guide. Did they step on Card Ladder's toes, or are they working with Card Ladder? Unsure, but it felt like Card Ladder was a little piece there over on eBay and pop counts. Maybe I'm completely fabricating that in my head, and what do I know? I can't remember last week if I wanted to talk about, what if Fanatics has more national meetings like they had last year, and I can't remember if I give my little take, so I'll give it again. You're not I don't know if I did in the first place. You're not playing the same game. Was an interesting World Cup in the NBA, NFL wide receiver collection, and then, of course, card shops from all angles. Wizards of the Wood, Griffey Bombs is here early. Griffey Bombs has been watching the lives forever. Rugs Capital as well. Sports Card Queen, Frank. Who did I miss there? Hobby Champs, Will Greer. Hello. Okay, my bad. Hey now. What's up, Jay the Breaker of AEW? Stone Cold Collector, Zach. Always funny. Tomorrow, we're going go figure. NBA Finals, NHL Finals end, and then how great has the World Cup been? Yesterday's games were awesome, thrilling. Morocco scores in the 90th minute. Anyways, I'll do a little World Cup, but tomorrow we go heads up against USA World Cup knockouts round. So I imagine live it'll be a lighter show. We'll get the rewatches. We'll do call-ins. I want to talk about 2 weeks ago is when I was watching the UFC card at in Washington DC, but my buddy was showing me, and a viewer of the channel was showing me, they're trying to push more. I knew players. Was it Fernando Tatis? I knew players you could buy, some companies were offering them, hey, we'll give you this amount of dollars, not a lot. We'll give you good training. We'll give you facilities. But if you ever get an MLB contract, we're taking 5 to 10%. Well, you can now also get your little hands on that as well. Will it ever, things that grasp public mass appeal and attention? So funny, so weird, so particular. There's apparently also shoe mystery packs now, so the shoe game is going to enter and follow what's been successful, or at least caught people's attention with cards. We'll do prices and charts. So I want to go through the cringe content and everything I set up, but this is kind of the angles I want to take at Card Shop. So they're all over the place. I have a fun segment planned where we're going to look at different maps of the country and how it's absurd how many card shops are in that little area at this point. When I first moved to Vegas, I kid you not, we'll look at a map. There's dozens now. When I first moved to Vegas 9 years ago, it was Legacy in their old location, a much smaller location. Funny story there. And when they moved to a bigger location, another card shop swooped right into that space. Okay. We'll get into that, whatever. It was Legacy and Darkside, and Darkside was TCG mainly Magic, had a little Pokemon, had a little sports, and now it's just unreal. 9 years later, you fast forward. And so, I don't know. Anyways, a lot of robberies. And by the way, they're all over the place. More competition than ever. Online, breaking, retail, Dick's Sporting Goods and GameStop and Target and and Fanatics allocation and online sales. And you got all these robberies. And I put a little note there in-house because, the other thing that I don't think's talked about is the high theft rate when you're running a card shop. Level of knowledge and customer service, prices, products, sealed single supplies, and layout. And I hope to get some of your takes and your thoughts. By the way, we have a vote going now. Let's get to that in a minute. So early July, I thought I updated that and it's not, but RGL was supposed to come on tonight. He rescheduled. I don't know why that's not updated there. I must have re-updated it somewhere else. So RGL could not make tonight. I have an idea of one episode here. We buy into one of the breaks. I've never bought into a break in, well, not never, but in years and years, especially in the new the way it's done now. So, and the nice thing about that is you buy prior. He goes live the same time we are one day. We can pop in. We know we're going to see it get broken because we tried around New Year's. And it's just not how it works in a lot of cases. And then Chris Sewell tomorrow. I mean, it's USA World Cup. I give him. He said he had a family thing, no doubt, and maybe is watching the USA World Cup with his family. And I'm not saying that's what it is, but that yes. So Chris Sewell going to, that's what USA game's kind of exciting tomorrow. So here's the vote we have going now. I think Frank wants to hop on in a minute, but best call-in takes midway. So. Let's see. Group A, McPigskin, AIH, and Mike Ham. Ham won about 50% of the votes. Group B, Ultimate Victory has been a great caller recently, as of late. Ziggy, Ultimate Victory, Greg Likes Cats. I think Greg Like Cats also going to call in today. He was with Caleb Hammer. He was on that show, Financial Audit. Is that whatever the hell the name is with Caleb Hammer? So I don't know. Hopefully he bought a card. And so Frank has something he wants to share here in a minute. Ziggy won Group B. Right now we have going Dave Snyder, Charles, and the Firm. That's kind of a tough bracket. So, I mean, people were complaining being in another bracket. I mean, the easiest Group D's Jay, a great caller. Japan, Richie got a lot of potential there. And then Blue Red, obviously a fan favorite. So we'll find out. We'll do Group C and Group D today. Tomorrow we'll finish with the championship. Vote now. By the way, that's what I wanted to look at the rate. Can you overhear me? I'm playing it over here. Frank, you didn't tell me nothing. Hopefully you couldn't overhear me and that didn't matter. It's super close. I had it playing over here because I didn't realize it was open. No, it's not super close. One guy, the other two. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Vote now. Make your voice heard. And by the way, I have something to say before I move on. We did, votes a while back. What do you want to see more of? Call-ins. Well, these are the 16 people. All of them are pretty much current callers for the most part. And I want to thank you all. You all make the show better in your own way. People want to hear real takes. People want to hear from real people. It's a nice platform that we have this community. Where is it? So it's nice. The show works. And same thing with voicemails. And Kenny Effin, thank you. We got one voicemail from him. He's consistent. But the point is that you all want the different angles, different takes, different conversation. What's this person think? You want real. And so these people are the people that I want to say huge shout out, huge thank you. And in your own way, you all make the show a bit better. So anyways, tonight, Snyder, the very first vote I threw out, it was for Snyder. Snyder currently winning kind of heavily. There is an hour of votes to go, so that could change. The collision coming up next month. I have so much to get to. I feel like I'm going a mile a minute, but I have so much I want to do, and I want to throw Frank on. So the collision, myself, Chris Sewell, when I was at Burbank, Varys even mentioned, I didn't even mention anything because I think Varys is coming on next week, which I did mention. And he also said, yeah, I really want to get on that because he has different takes. So, I assume he'll be one of the participants there. Bitcoin has fallen off a cliff. 58,000 currently. Last week it was 64,000. And this time last year, 109K. And I wanted to show, I put a note for myself. It's probably too small for you. $87,000 6 months ago. So in the past 6 months, it went from 87K to 58K. That's a 33% loss. And that's not from the high close to 120, was it? So Bitcoin seeing a big drop. At what point do people start moving money there, selling some cards? There's value in Bitcoin. I don't know when, where, how, who. Silver also getting beat up a bit. Let's see, $59. Last year was 36, so still well up. But it peaked at $114. January 29th, 2026, it peaked at $114. So hopefully you didn't get caught up in a little hype and FOMO and da-da-da. You were a buyer early, your cost average. Currently sitting at $59, last week 62, hit a high of 114. And this says, talk about volatile. Geez, gold, same thing. It's at 4,000. Last week it was 41.5. And last year's price, $3,300. I put a note at, at the high, January 28th as well, $5,300. So it's come down $1,300 in the past 5 months, depending when you bought, and hopefully you didn't, but cost average. So before I get to the cringe content, we'll throw on Frank. And Frank, before I forget this, because I can't remember, I wrote this last week and I can't remember if I shared it. What meetings will Fanatics be having at the National? So you have breaker consolidation. My first thought when I heard Medallion Club was there's other clubs, there's other levels. What are the other tiers? And I'm guessing that's coming. So breakers, if just anyways. And when does it, and maybe I did say this last week, I can't remember. When does it trickle down to shops? Could shops afford all the expenses running a brick and mortar? Now that I'm reading the second paragraph, I feel like I have Card Vault, Cards HQ. You have shops like Burbank, and then you have the smaller shops. And I can't wait to do the segment where we just look at a map. Where do I have it? LeBron is gone. We'll get into that. LeBron. Ooh, so many trades. Oh my goodness. Here it is. So this is just Vegas, and it's a little I want to do this later. I want to get to the cringe content first, but this is just Vegas card shops. I typed it in first, card shops Las Vegas, and Legacy wasn't coming up. Their trading card spot was, but I know where their shop is. I'm like, why isn't it there? So then I typed this. So it used to be Legacy. It used to be Dark Side. And I know used to be, was to be. It's 9 years ago. That was it. Where the fuck's Dark Side? I'm not seeing wherever the hell it is. And so I feel like some maps show the other and not the other. I don't know. So it's crazy. How it's just, I think it'll be a different story when we look 5 years from now. Matter of fact, when I was in LA on Sunday, Petty treated me nice, hung out with Petty for a couple hours, hung out with another viewer for a couple hours, and we went to a card show, and then we went to a couple shops. The first shop we went to, kind of in an odd area on maps, but we get there, and then we Google it. It's closed. It's not there. Been closed down as of June. So is that a first sign of many, or do we just see more sprouting? But it's unreal. And we'll type in more cities because I'm very curious, but we can just scroll and scroll and scroll. And I don't know. Maybe it's sustainable. Maybe they all do great. So we'll get in. We'll do that in a minute. Let's throw on Frank. Oh, 101 Designs, giving him a shout out. I'll look more into this. 101 interviews, Fanatics lawsuit, what breakers need to know. So anyways, he has a lawyer on, I believe, and I've not watched this 101, so I will look more into it. I'll give it a, and maybe I could shout it out more properly or talk about it more properly once I watch. Okay, what else? So this is a tease for tomorrow. FinLead is one of the companies invest in the careers of top MLB prospects, earn as they do. And so I read some of the language, small print on, I can't remember if this site or another one, but it's if they have an MLB contract, you're going to see a little proceeds. It's very small, but anyways, we'll do this tomorrow. This is a tease for tomorrow. Companies similar to FinLead allow fans and investors to fund an athlete's early stage career in exchange for a percentage of their future earnings. I mean, is this going to, whatever. I mean, who the fuck knows? But it's out there. I knew, companies were doing it. Now you could get your hands on it. Will it become a thing? Will it not? Here's another one. Vestable. All right. Here we go. On to the cringe content. Let's have a little fun.
Guys, we got security. Come on in. We got to run it. How we doing, everybody?
Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. They really missed I guess maybe they can't use it for copyright. I thought when I watched this on mute, I didn't hear it. I thought for sure he was walking into bum, 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 bum. Propaganda.
Do we feel some energy in the
Also, talk about lame. Holy shit. This is what's going on. This is what, by the way, those body cam footage videos are fun. They lead you down a rabbit hole, and you find lawyers covering that stuff, and it gets interesting. And it's like, and the more, what's up, Greg? Greg, let's get you to call in. I have like 30, 40 minutes I want to do. We'll get Frank after. A matter of fact, let me finish this thought. We'll throw Frank, then I'll get back to this. And we'll do my whole thing. And then I know we have a few callers that want to call in. And when you see something on video, man, this is such, come on. It's so fucking lame, stage, stupid, dumb. We'll see some other stage content here in a minute that Collectors MD called out of all people.
room, everybody! We have a lot of exciting things to
Dun, 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 dun. Mouse party.
How we doing, everybody?
Hey, that Detroit Pistons the Pistons, what is that? The Detroit Pistons basketball, was that the second best in my lifetime? It's Jordan. The Spurs tried to have some of that energy this year in the finals, coming out to that, what was it, Kendrick song. The Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, had a couple good ones. Greg calling in. Let's throw Frank on, then we'll throw Greg on, and then we'll get to more cringe content. Give me 2 seconds to change this around. Two of us on. Let's put you, Greg. I'm going to throw Frank first, and then I'm dying to hear what Greg has to say about his time with Caleb Hammer. There's my bald head. What's up, Frank?
I am too. I think it's a big deal. Greg, we're looking forward to it, man. So I witnessed one of the most amazing things I've seen in sports in my short years.
Frank, a little louder, more energy. Give us some love. Come on.
Yeah. This is super dope. So
we don't want to talk to the librarian. Come on, get out of here.
Okay, so the guy who makes the catch, you're probably not going to want to collect his cards. The guy at the end, I would say sell his cards.
So, let me preface this a bit. Frank wanted me to see this live. I have not seen this catch, and so Frank wanted, maybe you haven't seen the catch, and so let's watch the catch together.
Here we go.
Fly ball, right center field on the run.
Frank, can you make it full screen? Here we go.
Jumps in.
Oh, yeah, great catch.
Oh, what a play! He pulled it right back as it was going over the wall.
The better
that was
here.
Absolutely incredible. And
No
just
calls,
look at the
no
reaction
nothing.
of some
On
of
the
his
run.
teammates around the infield.
They are
Wait till the end. It's the best
one
part.
of the great running catches at the wall you will ever see. Soto, after swinging,
Friday night.
standing at the plate, he was
Oh,
watching.
man.
Knowing
What was
that
Watch Soto.
Derek Hill had something else to say.
What were the
So,
circumstances of that? Like, was it a big in the moment game or just a
it was
nice
in the early.
catch?
It was in their early innings, but you just don't see anything like that anymore. So, thank you for letting me to share as far as that's concerned. A couple quick notes. Ziggy, there's some baseball for you. Ziggy's been talking shit on baseball. I will say a couple things since
Ziggy is a professional shit talker.
Yeah, whatever.
Do we not all know that by now?
And he wears a Dodgers hat too. But since they did the relief pitcher rule, since they did the pitch clock, and then this
bigger
year
bases.
Yes, yeah.
You have to face three pitchers.
To promote the stealing.
All good,
right.
all great for Baseball's
The
almost
product is amazing.
semi-watchable again. I mean,
It
baseball's
is.
yeah, no,
it is, and they've been starting everything like a little bit earlier. Like stuff starts at 6:40. It's over by 9. So Ziggy's totally wrong about baseball. What's new?
NBA has it, although I'll tease it. NBA has issues, but they have WWE storylines going on right now, right? Unfucking like it's unbelievable the storylines going on in the NBA.
They got their groove.
The last week of it, I love NBA this time of year, but I remember when Allen Iverson got traded. That was a big guy that's going way back. But this year seems incredible. I know there's been some big ones, but this year seems like what the fuck just happened. Every day there's new crazy
my boy
news.
Phylon at the Summer League. I can't wait to hear about that.
I can't wait for Summer League.
All right, a couple notes. Number one, Ultimate Victory. One of the winners last week had a great interaction with Firm on Tuesday and Blue Red on Wednesday. Blue Red epic call. He's gonna have to work to top that one. Kenny Effin, I recommend you stay on the Bunny Ranch. I'm looking to see if you can make a homestead there on the Bunny Ranch. And Kenny Effin had a really good idea. I think we should have a poll as to microwave, air fryers, or hot plates. What are the best beds? Beds would be in there too. What are the best background appliances / furnishings? You mentioned Torrey Hunter.
Greg might be in bed right now. Shit.
Yeah, there we go. From what I understand, 2 microwaves equals 1 bed. So like that's a bed. I think Dan the sportsman Dan tested the bed limits with the backgrounds. One final thing I just wanted to kind of get into before I get going. Rob Veras, your video with Rob Veras. So I was a big fan of that. Great piece of content. I liked all the color and all that kind of stuff. But like between you and I know you and I haven't discussed this yet. Didn't it seem like this guy has more of an obsession with community and like doing more to like showcase cards than he is to like make
how honest do you want it?
That
give me how on like obviously it's a rhetorical question, but how honest do you want me to be?
That's why we're talking about it.
Yes, it's clear. I mean, he's been in cards forever. Clearly loves cards. The passion exudes. What got me, and I don't want to make a commercial for this, and I'll be critical here in a minute, is the amount of it's hard to scale up that way, and it seems like he already had those processes in place. But most business owners of anything would have such a hard time. It was very efficient, very organized. Now, on the flip side, I also think he has a bit of chip on his shoulder or a bit of pick me to show fanatics. Like, look how well card shops are doing. Look what we could do. Why aren't you including us? I know that's not publicly said. He hasn't told me any of that. That's just my observation of angles is like he wants to really be the leader and he has the biggest platform and probably the best shop to show like, hey, shops could do it too. Shops where it's out because that's not the Fanatics really is leaning into breaking and owning all parts and So I think a little piece of the yes, is he excited? Should he be proud of fucking course? I also think some of it is like, dude, he's trying to make a point through what he, through some of his content that and that's just me. No one has told me that. That's just in my head what I see a piece of it being.
And I'm only going off of content. It just seems like there is an aspect.
Dude loves cards. He knows cards
exactly, and cards are about introducing new people to it. and interesting, introducing people into the hobby from a knowledgeable perspective, a person that's going to make their living in the hobby. And it seems like he has a little bit of that. A lot of that going on. It just seems like if his only interest was making money or even currying favor with Ruben, I think he's on a different level as far as that's concerned. I enjoyed it immensely. And I'm looking forward to Greg. Greg likes cats. I'm a huge fan. Your first appearance talking about hitting big cards, buddy. Like you're what the show's all about. So suck at you.
Frank, hit the like button for Frank. Let's go right to Greg.
Hey man,
Greg, what's
Frank,
cracking?
Thanks for the great introduction. I just realized that I'm on the voting list today, so I hope I don't lose any votes with this this call in. But yeah,
and don't take
I got a couple things I want to
ruthless.
mention. I had been on a little bit of a cold streak with the boxes.
What do you know? I'm not surprised.
I think like last week I bought one of those Top Series 2 super boxes or whatever, and I hit like a Francisco Lindor super short print Funko Pop card. It's just a base card, it's literally nothing special, but they're like $150, so that was pretty cool. I needed that. But yesterday I got a Bowman Blaster, and I pulled this. It's a Shohei Ohtani case hit patchwork. And
show us one more time. Sorry.
Cooper Flag and Cam Ward combined. It's about a $3,500 to $4,000 card raw.
But you hit a $4,000 card.
5,000 plus in a PSA 9.
Are you a plant?
I don't know.
Can you not hear me?
I feel like I should probably get it graded, but I'm scared to send it in the mail.
Are you a plant, Greg? Are you real?
SCC was talking about.
You can't hear me.
That happened a town over from me with the Cooper Flag card. And that was the same card that was in the mail that I sent off. So I was like, man, that was a close one. But yeah, I definitely needed that Shohei, especially for the girlfriend. That bought me some more time.
I don't think you could hear me, Greg. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Professor.
Yep, I know.
Huh.
All right. First of all, the luck.
Let me log off and log back on.
What I already wanted to question was how much are we really putting in here? And he's like, "Ooh, I needed that." So how much? I mean, when you hit, you normally don't talk about your losses as much. I'm not. And he said, I don't know now. Who has that luck? I mean, who has that luck? By the way, the Bowman fucking basketball. Oh my God. I normally don't open things on camera. For whatever reason, I say, hey man, I'm gonna open this one. So I film myself for B-roll. Because I don't open the product, I didn't care that the women were in it, whatever, equality, okay, great. I didn't care college basketball cards were gonna be in it. It was the worst product opening experience. I didn't buy the blaster or whatever, the hanger, whatever the fuck I got. I don't collect those cards. I don't want those cards in my collection. They do nothing for me, both in the college jersey and the WNBA. So that product to me, absolute complete miss in NBA. I mean, and maybe you have different. I'll play it maybe tomorrow or next week, and I just did not like that product at all. So Greg, can you hear me now?
Yeah, could y'all hear anything I was saying?
I heard everything you said. So first off, I have to ask, who paid you to come on the show and be a plant? How have you had such good luck? Or second, how much do you really open? Because that's insane, the luck you've had.
I love that I love your conspiracy mind.
Well, bro, it's not normal math.
All you have to do is have
they really gotcha.
No, all you have to do is have really shitty finances and be a little quirky. And that's really all it takes. I have no idea.
You pulled a $4,000 Ohtani card.
Yeah. No, honestly, I've opened probably 6 or 7 of those Bowman Blasters.
Is 6-7 dead? I think it kind of is. We were having that argument with the family.
Yeah, I haven't opened a lot of them. Not even a case worth.
Just your total luck in the past couple months.
It's insane.
I mean, and you haven't opened boxes in forever, and so maybe you're picking the right product. It's kind of odd. That's pretty fucking odd. That's awesome, by the way. Congratulations, but.
You think I got a guy at Tops let me know what?
I mean, possibly.
I can show you about. I'm looking at about 20 blaster boxes in my room, and most of them were duds. So there have been duds.
What's your plan with the I believe it. But still, you're
I
up.
literally might
You're
drive
up.
I literally might drive to Beckett and drop it off.
Well, I'll show you. PSA national prices are fucking insane.
I
Oh
saw
my
that.
God.
I saw that. Like, it was like
We'll tease for
3,500 to like get your card back that day. And like, what
Not
are they
that,
doing?
but not that. I think it was like get your car back. I didn't notice that one. I saw
Yeah, it
the
was like
cheapest option was
3,500 if you get it back in
230. That's
4
insane.
hours.
That's insane.
I don't know what they're
Unfucking
doing.
real.
Like, they can't even keep up with the fucking orders they got now. Like, now
Well, they
you're
got
gonna
all.
sell
They have all
more
the
and, like,
whales in
slap
one
them on the
room.
spot?
Everyone's there. Someone's deals are happening. All
So
they have to do is get
slap
a
them on
few
the
of
spot in
those.
12 hours if you pay enough money. Is what they're saying.
Insane. It's insane. So I have to pivot a little, and we got to follow your story on hits, and that's crazy. Now you're up. Now I'm curious what you're. Oh, by the way, real quick before we move to Caleb Hammer, is your plan to hold the Ohtani or to cash out the Ohtani?
This card I actually feel pretty comfortable.
Can we see it again? Because we only
Yeah.
saw it for a split second when we were small.
It's a beautiful,
really
card.
neat card. Cool card.
Yeah. It seems like
has
it'd
that
be an
One
easy
Piece feel.
It seems like it'd be an easy grade too, because there's really no borders on it.
Nothing's an easy grade these days.
It's better than the cards with the centering issues. Like there's really no centering issues on it. So I think at worst it'd probably get. Oh, where'd I go?
There he is. So I don't know
no.
how much you can say.
I know, right?
But you did. Do you know when the episode airs? So he flew to Austin, Texas.
It'll probably be out this week or next week.
No shit. Huh?
Yeah. I just hope.
Are you nervous for everyone to like? Are you? You're gonna have to have some thick skin. It's one thing to do it there. Now hundreds of thousands of people are gonna watch it.
I'm more nervous about like the thumbnail and the title. Because he does really like clickbaity, and then you watch the video and it's not like what the title says.
Evil.
So
Evil.
I hope they don't do me too dirty in that. Honestly, I'd say there was more pros than cons. Like, it was a cool experience. Like, they paid for everything and then some. I got like a $500 course career certification so I can get certified in something to get a better job. I got like a lifetime membership to his budgeting app. So, like, there were perks, but for the most part, it was like we were trading jabs. Like, it was fun. But, like, they did something at the end that kind of pissed me off. Because they have like a, I don't know if it's a Patreon or like a premium membership. And they have these post shows you can watch where they really, like, go through a lot of the drama and stuff. And I don't really have a lot of drama in my life. Like, me and my girlfriend are really happy. We've been together for a long time. And the only thing that kind of pissed me off is they were kind of trying to fuck with that a little bit. And I was like, come on, like, we're good. And I actually did. I called her during the post show and had to, like, admit something. But, like, it was probably something I needed to admit anyway.
Shit.
I smoke cigarettes from time to time. And she doesn't really like that. So that was kind of like,
all right. That's because
she's gonna get to see, like,
just to back your point. I mean, his thumbnails are pretty,
are brutal, man.
I exposed his hidden affair.
There was no affair. I watched the episode.
No fucking
there was no
way.
affair.
There was no affair. Yeah. Okay.
Like, they consider an affair like watching OnlyFans behind your girlfriend's back. Like, that's considered an affair now, I guess.
I know.
But I don't have any of that. Like, I didn't have any of that.
Well, you're smoking cigarettes. That's going to be the big
really
reveal.
The only thing that showed up on like my bank statement stuff. That
DJ can't afford food, but he's buying packs of cigarettes.
And they told me not to buy cards anymore. So.
Oh, what do you know?
Look who got the last laugh, Caleb.
Hey now, you know mathematically.
No, it's a fucking.
It's not gonna.
Completely,
it's crazy what you've done here.
It's insane. It's insane. Like, I would have just been happy with any case hit. I got the best one. I got the guy. I mean, everything. Like, even his base Topps rookie card is like $160 raw. Like, his stuff is crazy right now. That's the only thing that worries me, is that some of his stuff might be slightly overvalued. But if the Dodgers go on another,
Tawny's the one fucking player right now that is going to continue to stay. Eventually everything's going to.
There's one more thing that worries me.
You're going to have to decide what. That's a lot of money also. I mean, but the problem is if you sell it, you're going to feel okay, I could spend another 1,000 or 2 on cards. And it's like, nah.
Well, I did just get, I got my little bit of inheritance. So
hey now, don't be stupid.
No,
don't be
honestly,
stupid.
I started like a Facebook group for my little local area because there wasn't one for like meeting in person to do like card deals and stuff like that. So I have been buying singles. Like I have been buying singles. I've been trying to I bought a couple Cooper Flag rookies after the season ended. I wanted to get his Topps Chrome base. I got that for like $10. I got a Wemby rookie for like $10.
So I have a question, and then I'm gonna pivot, and this will lead us into it. And thank you for calling in and sharing. I hope we get you again next week. Greg, when you go into a card shop, what are the couple things that stand out or you look at or you're interested in, or are you not going into card shops ever? And that'll get the ball rolling to pivot over to the card shop talk.
I'm glad you asked that because for the longest time, I didn't have any card shops in my area. Like you had to drive into Houston, which is like an hour on a good day with the traffic to go to a card shop. So I haven't been to a card shop in probably 10, 15 years, but they're opening up 2 in my area, like one in the next town over and one actually in my town. So we're getting 2 brand new card shops in July. And actually I think one just opened too. Fitterman Sports. Y'all might know Fitterman. He's at all the card shows, like he does all the memorabilia and stuff like that.
Go ahead. Sorry. I'm just
no. But yeah, we're finally getting card shops in my local area. But I've never been like a
Look how stupid. I mean, you don't have any card shops. So I just want
all overpriced stuff. Like
I just want
you get my stuff at Target. No, that's crazy. What you got in Vegas
just
is
Vegas,
crazy.
and it's not. I looked at LA. I was in Ohio, Columbus. I mean, this is literally in a span of the same block. You have Hitman Rips, which is sports cards. You have Crossing Las Vegas, which might be TCG. I'm not sure. And then you have Game Day, which seems to be sports cards. It's just insane.
Y'all are like all the trends start over on the West Coast.
I was in Dallas. I mean, they got tons.
Have a bunch of card shops out there.
Dallas has tons of card shops as well. I mean, it sounds like you're in Texas, maybe a different part, but I was in Dallas.
No, I'm down in Houston.
Dallas is the same.
But yeah, we have card shops. We have like 4 or 5 like throughout the city. Like we don't have a lot of card shops in Houston, surprisingly.
So
at least not a lot near me, but that's changing.
You can find what you need because card shops generally have supplies cheaper than Target. They have some singles you can look at. They have more options to buy. But basically, if you're just looking for retail, which you are, you're good at just at one of the retail shops.
I mean, I'm looking forward to going through dollar bins and value bins at card shops because I do like buying singles. I like to get some of the first Bowman Chrome guys that I think are going to be all right. So there are some singles that I want to get. But because I'm starting to I'm trying to build up a decent collection. I'm kind of starting from scratch.
Greg, anything else you want to throw out there? Congrats on the Ohtani. That's fucking insane. I still think you're a plant. And on to Caleb Hammer. Holy shit. You see, I mean, there's just
if I was a plant, this card would be numbered to 5.
It's
just a regular
$1,000
right?
fucking out of a retail box. So go, you're the luckiest card retail opener right now.
Hey, I'll take it.
Greg, have a great night.
You too, brother. Hey, vote for Greg.
Hey, now. Blue Red's below. Blue Red, thank you, sir. I want to get a little bit more cringe content, a little through my stuff. We'll throw Blue Red. I still think we have a call from, Richie Rich from Japan, New York Knicks. Actually, not Knicks. Jordan, then Knicks. McPigskin, I think we're going to get a call in from. This is hilarious and a must watch. So.
Is everyone else spending $1,200 in 7 days?
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they are. If they actually want to fucking catch them all, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing.
I don't think.
I know it's not the first time we've played it. I haven't played it much, but come on. You can watch that 17 times and still go. Watch it again.
Is everyone else spending $1,200 in 7 days?
No, I don't know. I don't know if they're serious. If they're serious, they are. If they actually want to fucking catch them all, that's what they're fucking doing. That's what I'm fucking doing.
I know a little of it was for show on camera. This, here it is. Almost as staged as a WWE match from Collectors MD. Now, where does this fit in? These were the guys. So I'm not the only one they've had an awkward stage conversation with, it seems. And I didn't know they were calling in. I didn't know the stage, but it seemed a little odd. Seemed like it was the oddest conversation we've ever had on the show. But this, they admit to, yes, it was nailed it here. So, but here we go.
I'll hand this back to you.
Yep.
And then you can walk away.
Hey, are you guys buying?
Yeah, we'll take a look.
What would you be on that? I think the last 2 were 200, 250
propaganda
back in March.
I appreciate it. I think we probably pass on that.
But like, if you were to offer, where would you be at?
I'll be honest with you. I would pass.
But you said you're buying, right? Ball card show?
Yeah, but let me
The
try.
ball card.
Yeah, but I want to make it as clear as I can.
I am trying to be a good person and return it to you.
Without being a jerk.
Right.
I don't want your card.
Is it the
staged?
Is it the player?
It's all the things.
Athlete? Okay.
You named all the things.
I didn't name parallel, so
Maybe I have
Clearly a skid. It's clearly a skid. All right.
We would offer.
Okay.
I'll hand this back to you,
A regular Key and Peele.
Yep.
and then you can walk away.
I think I get it. Yeah.
But I.
Tell me how you really feel about your customers. Jesus. I don't want to hate Santiago Sports, but my God. I mean, be proud. You work hard. You were also, in just how life works, you're in the right place at the right time, and you pushed, and good for you. But have a little, we're not Kendrick Lamar here. The other option, do I have it up? There's this like 12-year-old breaker kid, and I'm assuming his parent or dad or mom is behind some of the scenes. But if we're pushing that 12-year-olds can do it and 15-year-olds can do it, well, how much, do you want a 12 or 15-year-old driving a car? Do you want them operating on you? Do you want them teaching the class? I mean, no. So no hate on that age. And I was at the show on Sunday. I saw a booth with 3 kids. And I want, naturally, did I film it? Did I fucking anything? No, but naturally, when I told her, hey man, I don't want to spend a lot. I want to buy a $10 card and just to support, because they're there, and you want, no business, and they didn't have great cards. They had really bad cards, and but they're there, they're working, they're trying. That's the dream that's sold to them. But again, to think those kids to think they're going to be Santiago with just some hard work and some cards, it's just not. The players have been picked. My advice on going to Fanatics Fest in New York City: propaganda. Expect the unexpected. I expect this. This is going to happen again. You never know. Come on. Not the average person. This isn't going down for, front row, right? This the average person that's going to Fanatics Fest, or the kid that thinks this is all. That's not going to be your experience here. Having the Rizzler come up to your table, propaganda. Having Chelsea Green coming up to your table. Ooh, wee! She'll make me love sports cards any day. If I didn't already love sports cards, I fucking love them now. But this is all propaganda. Oh, jeez. Fucking shut up. Then we have just, anyone can make content. You don't have, that's why you need to select your just. First of all, did 1.5 thousand people really like this? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But Cal Rally's market is down 21%. Now, I'm sorry. How does the beginning of the show go? How does Cat Williams say it? I hate to be, nitpicky here, calling, but it's just terrible. SCV kind of calls out bad journalism. It's just, so this guy makes a claim that Cal Rally's market is down 21% after selling his soul for the 2025 season. All right. But he's just comping this one card. That's not how a market works. Just because one card is down, his market's actually much further down. And now, some of you are going to love me here and hate me. And by the way, if you want a free month at Card Ladder, it's down below or wherever it is, PROF for a free month, but let's rip them a little bit. So if we go to his card here, his market, when you land on his page, it says it's up 55%. All right. As of when? Because it's clearly, if you bought here or into the hype or while he was playing well, it's clearly crashed since then. It's clearly gone nothing but leveled down. I mean, look at that spike down. So what are we doing here? It's not, okay. So can I change it here? Well, okay. All right. In fairness, let's be fair. I could change it there. So in the past 6 months, it is going to show 25% down. Past 3 months, 28% down. So if you really want to call it a market, and then we can go back to that and see if I could figure the right button out. I sure did. We can go back. It's like, here's this Bowman Chrome PSA 10 first auto. It just depends when we're looking at it here. The last 2 years, this card had at the peak was $1,500, and today it's 700. So this card's gone down by 50%. So to say the market's down 21% is just terrible. Anyone could put anything together. Are they spending 3-6 hours? Not to like pat myself on the back, but before I put out a video, I'm not putting 30 minutes in. Before I put out a post, I'm not putting 10 minutes in. I'm trying, and even I, in fairness, even I, who the fuck am I? But everybody makes mistakes. But this is just wrong. You're first of all, I guess the car ladder thing I was kind of wrong, but his market is not down 21%. From when, from where, and we're just looking at one card is not classifying a market. So anyways, all right, so let's cross some of these things off as we go here. Blue reds below. We have some more callers calling in a minute. I want to get into card shops. eBay, if you stuck around, the news. eBay now has a price guide with 2+ years of market data. And so now eBay again is officially a part of the industry. We saw how they just accepted Probstein back after odd things that happen at Snipe behind the scenes, at least what the public can see, and no real accountability, or we don't know what the fuck happened and what happened to those people's data. Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows. But eBay accepted them. Now eBay has their own pricing guide. Did this step on Card Ladder's toes? Is Card Ladder affiliated? Is it just straight through PSA? Who the fuck knows? All good questions. All good questions. Fuck you guys. That's how I feel about some of this stuff. Use your phone. In fairness, I hear good things and I hear bad things about the vault and how liquid, now easy. And now, people, okay, don't take it out for 3 or 4 months because then you got to pay your sales tax. So you're not allowed to take it out. Okay, fine. I see game in the game here, but you don't have to shipping. So, but I also hear it's a pain in the ass sometimes to get your card out of there. You hear nightmares more than once. So who the hell knows? So I actually bought a few cards. I bought one card's right in front of me. Let me show you. The other card, this card I couldn't send to the vault. Unsure why, But the other 4 cards that I told you last week, it was the Peyton Manning, Archie Manning, and Eli Manning, all autographed rookies, all in a bundle. So I think I got a good deal because when you normally look it up, felt like a deal. So, but anyways, let me show you what I bought, and then we'll get to the next subject, which happens to be more cringe fucking content. Let's see how I want to do this. Yeah. Okay. So this is second year. The first, I still want the original, the Grail card for me, and I own 2 of them, but I want the autograph version. I have sold them since, and you guys know the story if you know, but Magic Bird Dr. J, best basketball card of all time in my opinion. But the second year, 81 is the first year. Magic Bird have their own card, and so I felt like I got a deal on this. I paid a little over $200. It's the second, Magic Johnson 1981. It's just an authentic auto, but the auto looks clean. I mean, I hope it would grade a 10, at least a 9. Card's all right, not terrible, off center of course, but really nice, cool card. Magic signs a lot. Are there a lot of these signed? Not necessarily, but Magic is he has signed a lot. And that's something that I kind of want to do a segment on in the future. I'd love to have one of the expert people that deal in this world often every day, because they're so locked into who signs a lot, who doesn't sign, because that shit matters. There's either going to be a lot of signatures or not that many signatures. So anyways, let's get back to some more cringe content, and then we'll do more card shop stuff. Okay, so, everyone's thinking about getting in. Everyone's telling you this. Oh, goodness. So don't say I didn't tell you first. Your sports cards might be worth more than your savings account one day. All right, that's all you need to see there. This was a good post. You're not playing the same game, and you may not even know. Now you will. I'm convinced most of you don't know, so here goes. The main buyers at card shows are either repackers or front runners for repackers. If you're wondering why you keep hearing about direct comps and percentages, it's because repackers and their hired hands are running around every major show with quote unquote rules, a cheat sheet. They don't fucking know. They're just doing a job. They can spend X amount on cards with direct comps, quote unquote, that they can pay specific percentages on and still make a buck. It's not a skill, and very few of these people can even do the math in their heads. They need their phone to tell them. Several of them have made it, quote unquote, so to speak, on their social media, spending someone else's money. And yeah, if you're wondering whether it's a person, whoever, I don't know, the first person that came to my mind was Roth Cards. Who the fuck knows? That's just let's be honest, that's the first person that popped in my head. It definitely is. It's just a low level, Mary Gamble form of sponsorship, and it's super obvious. once you know. It's not a grind, it's not a company, and it's not entrepreneurship. They aren't taking risks. They're just clipping a small 2 to 5% coupon, and it's not a business. It's just a tip. Don't be fooled by it. See it for what it is. If you've been one, this is why you watch this fucking channel. This is why you stick around for the lives. This is why there's 130 people in the room. And, you know, because we're going to single. This is a great single and slab, signed and slab. Single and slab is a funny fucking name. Oh god, sorry. So signed and slabbed. We have Ultimate Victory, blue red below. If you've been wondering how they got the money, they didn't. It's not theirs. It's someone else's, and now you know. Absolutely agree with this entirely. Spot on. The Hobby Sentinel, who recently, you know, gave up producing his content. A hobby increasingly built on the foundation of sand, Gucci backpack gang. So okay, let's throw a couple callers on. I still want to do card shops. I knew it was going to be that kind of show where I had a lot. Oh, and here they're hired actors. We're going to even see Ultimate Victory. Give me 5 minutes. I was going to say 5 seconds. I need about a minute. But you're going to see this is just an actor acting.
Pull it and see what we got.
By the way, the whole hand fucking thing. Just you know. Just be careful about hands, you know. It's a magician, it's a showman, it's a, you know, be careful about those hands. You don't see me doing those fucking hands.
Here we go.
Propaganda.
Okay. We got Justin Herbert.
Oh, what do you
That's
know?
what I'm talking about.
An autograph number to 25 blue, Justin Herbert rookie. What do you? Oh, it's not. Is it a rookie second year? Who the fuck cares? What do you know? This is not not reality. When you rip it, you're not going to be Greg Likes Cats. Maybe it will be. You decide. You spend the money. You fund it, and then come back and report. But I'm telling you not to do it. But if you want to do it for an experiment as an excuse, go right ahead. Card Deal calling me out. Oh, you open up 6 boxes. You don't do it enough. How could you? First of all, do you see how much time, effort people I talk to? Get the fuck out of here. Second of all, it's not how math works. And third of all, how much do you want me to waste before I fucking pull something? I spent $200. You just want me to keep shelling it out? The most expensive I've opened 6 boxes. Seriously, it's fucking ridiculous. I opened 6 fucking boxes. The McFoley out of $3.99. I haven't comped. There's no way it sells for anything more than $10. The next best card after that, a $4. I had 2 Cade Cunningham rookies out of both the product, and they're $4 fucking each. So you want me to keep ripping that shit? For what fucking reason? I'll find another fun way to waste my fucking money. Or I'll keep buying these what do you want me to do? Buy more of these magics? Or sorry, I'm getting fights. It's ridiculous. It's not talked about. Enough people aren't showing. People don't care. It's fucking ridiculous. What do you want me to do? Throw my money away? Card Deal? And shame on you. You know how much I don't know. Like I haven't had experience ripping my whole life. If you don't realize at 13 years old, you could put better money into your collection. If you don't realize in the first 6 months you're in, you could put better money in your collection than ripping shit, you got a problem. Ultimate Victory left. I scared him away. This one's AI. Just straight up AI.
Did you know you can rip packs?
Ultimate card. Call the fuck back in. Sorry. I needed to get that out. What a terrible experience I've had opening those 6 blasters. 2 of them Panini product, which I actually did well and enjoyed. But the $30, I could have just bought a graded one. I could have bought a Prism. I could have bought the one card I want instead of having that stare at me in the face. All those cards that, even though they're cool and were, you know, not the value of what I spent, I could spend my money better.
Online and get real graded slabs from Gotcha Game in just a few clicks. People are pulling absolute bangers from TCGs like Pokemon and One Piece. Don't like what you pull? Sell it back instantly for 95% fair market value. Hold the slab or have it shipped to your
Gotcha Games. Oh, I did put it up. The other guy wrote it. I mean, if everyone could do it, if you're 12 and can compete with the big business, well, it's just no scale.
I used Beckett to grade my new Wemby card.
No, you know, like I said, I'm a sucker. I was at the show. I saw 3 kids. They didn't have the best stuff. I went, you know, I supported $10. But how much skill does any of this take? And at what point are you just the next guy on the totem pole? You're not running things. You're just the guy behind the counter at Burbank that unfortunately is clueless. You know, should he be helping everyone at Burbank? I don't know. Sorry, Burbank, but that's just how it is. Ultimate Victory and Jay both call in. I'm going to put them both on Blue Red. I'm sorry to keep you in. The people want you, trust me, but you throw me off so fucking much, and I have a lot to get to. Ultimate Victory called first. I'm going to give you, and then we'll throw Jay with us. What's up? And we always have a lot of, you know, it sounds like you're breathing from the mouth. No, you're a great caller. Just throwing out the feedback.
I'm in Aruba right now. I'm on the fucking beach, bro. Is that a problem? See, I spend money on vacations. I don't blow it on fucking arena club slabs. Listen, have you been tracking the Boston Cod Hunter drama with the Eric Michael guy?
Oh, he'll bleed it to death. He's gonna bang that drum.
It's good, dude. There are people who gave that guy fucking $1,000. Who would give any? Well, I can't understand it on an intellectual level. Who would give that guy a fucking $1? I'm dead serious. Who would give that guy $1? Like, it's insane to me. It just shows you how retarded everybody is in this country. I don't understand it. I want it
every day.
It is so insane that someone would give that guy even 50 cents to tell them. But have they seen his videos? Have they seen him? It's insane to me. I gotta say, the thing that's been pissing me off, it's nothing new. This shit with treating these cards. Again, I love the cards. I got nothing against them. They're not fucking stocks, people. Yeah. If I see one more meme that says the card industry's up more than the S&P, listen. That would mean that if you bought any cards right now, a pile of anything, then it would go up. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So can we stop it with this? Treating cards as like a fucking, commodity. They're not worth shit. They're only worth as much as the next guy will buy them. Okay. Wait, is that not true? I mean, you just got to be the last idiot to be able to sell them to the next idiot at the end of the day. That's how it works. Am I not wrong? Am I there? Are you there?
No, I agree. At what point does I just showed crypto. I just showed some of the silver, gold, everything's so volatile, but the way it's all manipulated, nothing's going down. Nothing's
but for someone to claim, oh, it's a great investment, that would literally mean if I have any 10 cards, they're going to increase in value exponentially. That's not the case. That's not the case. And it just drives me insane. And I'm not going to jump on here like I'm some kind of fucking genius. I got a master's degree, but you don't need any kind of secondary education to understand this. And it's just hundreds of thousands of people are on here constantly. Oh my, it drives me insane that there are people this stupid. I forgot my other take. Maybe I'll call back. Oh yeah, my other take was, how is the firm not leading my arch nemesis? He should be in the head of the lead. And I'm also appealing my loss in that bracket. That was the shittiest rigged fake news bracket I've ever seen in my life. How am I up against a guy who's been there? All the other brackets had no competition. Me and Ziggy were like in the same bracket. That makes no sense.
I'm in the same bracket as Blue Red. I don't know if you know about that.
Every day right now it's Snyder, Charles, and the firm. Like you said, the firm should be higher up. Like
the firm and me should be in the finals. The firm and me should be in the finals, and we should go at it. That was the best fucking piece of content in cardboard history. And another point, I'm glad Steve came on there and shut everybody up. You had 17 experts, including the firm, Mike Petty, who I love, obviously. I love both of those guys, but they were wrong. Steve did not need any address, any information to send anything internationally. So if they could call back and apologize for being wrong, specifically the firm, I would appreciate it. I'm out.
Hey now.
Yeah, that whole thing
always
was
a great call.
That whole thing was a little bit weird but I mean, how do you follow a call with that much heat? I smelled the sand. I tasted the taffy. He was in Aruba, and I knew it because he sounded like he was under a sandcastle. Jesus Christ. Well, look, he said there's no competition in this thing. I'm in the same bracket as Richie in Japan and Blue Red, who I'm going to challenge tonight to call in and not talk about his projections and his investments for once in his life and give us a take. But I'm going to say this, Professor, you're talking about how those boxes you got, You were pissed about it. You were hot about it. And that's one thing. Well, I always say that coming on this show is the most real show that you can come and hear about the hobby, because we're not giving bullshit. Everything he says up there is reporting news and then giving real takes on it, because we are in a weird space. We're in a weird fucking space right now. And I think that if you rip those blasters, you said you got all blasters, Professor? None of them were a hobby?
Yep, all for blasters from Target. Because I'm kind of like, yeah, no, that's not true. I bought a couple from a shop, but yeah, all blasters, just so much cheaper.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate to the Professor right now. So Professor spent all that cash on those blasters. How much better would you have felt being in a 5-box hobby box break and saying spending $20 to $25 on CM Punk and maybe hitting a Grail CM Punk Garbage Patch Kid, or going home at least with a couple base and some inserts? I think that if you put it in those terms of the price point, each person, right? And again, it goes back to what we said so many shows ago. What are you breaking? What's the entry level, right? Some people, they do it the right way. Some people fractionalize it down to the fucking NBA player. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
But for me, the over the years I've been, it's very clear. The best way, if I'm besides breaking or ripping, is, I'm gonna feel best when I spend $200 and get a card like this that I feel strong about, that I've researched and I love, because it's gonna, yes. Now I will be fair. Is opening. I'm sitting there on vacation, with my family. I had a family get together. I'm staying up. I'm out all by myself on the porch. I have a Zin and I'm ripping my packs, and I feel like I'm at a poker table and I want to keep ripping. And I assume that same feeling goes to breaking. It is fun. Like and it's very easy to keep wanting to scratch the card, keep playing. But it is fun. I mean, that can't be dismissed, and it's easy to get caught up as well.
Yeah, and put it back to what we said too, it is like going to a table, right? You're at the casino. Like, now, am I going to say go to the casino, 3 times a week for every week of the year? No, but hey, normal people, and again, it's each their own with it, and how people handle gambling. Obviously, your brother's plights, we talked about on the show, and God bless him for getting out of it. But people go to the casino as an entertainment. They go on a Saturday night. They might go there and say, hey, I'm willing to lose $100. It's getting into the projections, the stuff that Blue Red comes on and says, well, I'm planning to do this and I'm hoping for that, and I want to be the one to do it. So it's one of those things where collect what you really like, and
Ultimate Victory's showing us the beach right now. I'm not sure if he wants me to put him on, but he's literally down below. He's never has his camera on, and he's on the beach staring at the ocean.
I thought that was Katsuyori Shibata coming in from the New Japan dojo. Jesus.
Hey now. Dave, that's your cue.
What the hell is going on? What is this thing that you had me up there for? You didn't tell me you were doing anything crazy with shit on the screen. What's that all about?
There it is. Gave him 5 seconds on the
Wow.
ocean. What am I doing? I was doing last week. I put we have 16 regular callers, which is fucking awesome. Thank you both. And I'll just hopefully keep growing. And so I put you guys all up against each other in World Cup style.
No kidding.
And by the way, you won. You moved on. We currently have the last stage, which is, I think, Blue Red's
out of here.
I think Blue Red's gonna crush. But
you mean to tell me somebody actually picked me to win something?
Yeah, man, over Charles and the firm. So you had a tough group.
Yeah, the Charles spot's a tough one because
look at my bald head, man. Here it is.
Hey now, I'm more bald.
So
Snyder, what made you call in? And Jay, thank you for calling. I hope you want to stick around a minute.
I'll stay.
I called in only because
Dave's always
I saw somebody said in the chat that I won something, and I'm like, what the heck is this going on? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Don't let me win anything. That's crazy.
There's nothing to win except bragging rights and pride.
I actually had someone come into my Whatnot show and say, hey, you're in the Professor's tournament. I was like, what the fuck tournament are we talking about? April Insanity or something, or a June Joyfulness? I have no idea.
Man. The dude next to me's got better looks than I do, man. Pick that guy.
Hey, thank you.
Let me add
Snyder, what the fuck did you call in for?
Just because I was like,
that's it.
Spit
No anger, no nothing.
Actually, wait. Here's the reason I called. You ready? Here's the reason. Anytime I can steal a couple seconds away from Blue Red, my little brother, then that's a good thing, man.
Hey now, so and I feel like that was perfect. We'll throw off Dave. We'll put on Blue Red with us. Blue Red, you've been waiting patiently.
Hey, I finally
the heat,
got
baby.
hired. It took 2 years to get hired, but I finally got hired.
Yeah, I'll clap along. Hey, Blue Red, what did you get hired doing?
Dishwasher.
Hey now, well, congrats, bro. That's awesome. You sound excited.
Anyways,
now you can buy more cards. Oh shit!
Yeah, my
I can't wait to
Cedric
hear about what he's
Coward-
buying this week.
My Cedric Coward came back from Beckett and it got a 9.5 and it's a gold out of 50 holo foil.
Hey now,
And
keeping it or moving on from it?
John Morant just got traded, so that means he's going to be a starter. And I saw a video of Cedric Coward hitting 5 logo
Wait,
made.
is it the Cedric Coward that our viewer bought for you? Did
No,
you
I'm
send
not
that
talking.
one?
No, I have that one kept raw. It's in my collection.
But you
And
had
I'm
a separate one that you sent in.
Blue
Yeah,
Red, Blue Red, throw that camera on, buddy. Throw that camera on.
Hey
and chat with
now.
us, man. Bring me the heat right now. You're in the You're in the block D with me and Richie in Japan. Give me the heat right now.
Nah,
baby.
that's kind of the allure of the persona.
Oh, you're saving the face reveal. Got it.
Luchador.
Yeah. So I think Cedric Coward is going to get starter next
Blue Red,
season.
where's LeBron go?
I don't know. Maybe
Warriors?
Miami or Cleveland. One of those two.
I think Golden State. All right.
You know
Blue
what?
Red, give
I'm
me
gonna
an
go
give me an
Cleveland.
up and coming wrestling prospect, Blue Red. I know that you're always chasing the next big thing. Give me the up and comer. Who's coming up in the game right now in
I don't know.
WWE,
Maybe I just
NXT,
have to
AEW?
find somebody with a cool name and if the card looks cool. WWE Prism 2025. Let's see. Oh, is that Topps Chrome? Okay. I will take a look. There's this Ray Mysterio or Mysterio dude who kind of looks kind of cool.
Blue Reds, you don't watch wrestling. Get out of here.
But yeah, I'm planning on buying one more Cedric Coward card though, because I'm getting paid again, and I'm looking on eBay. There's this gold out of 50 Topps new applicant that I might be able to buy in a little bit.
Get it, baby.
And
Right, Group D, Blue Red, Richie in Japan, and JEW Breaker, which 2 of them are on right now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but
get
Blue
Richie.
Red, go
Where's
ahead,
Richie?
sorry.
Yeah, Richie was supposed to get in here.
Yeah, he is.
I love the design of the Topps new applicant auto. It kind of has that older card style feel to it. And that's
Oh,
why
I
I'm
still
going
have
after those.
so much to get to. I haven't got to. I want to end here with both of you. When you go into a card shop, what are you looking for? What are you thinking? Do you not go into card shops? Blue Red, you said you had like one you've been going to a long time. So I don't know. Let's let Blue Red go first. Then we'll let Jay, and then I'm going to keep moving on to the card shop stuff.
Personally, if it's something that I like, and it's like something really cool, but it's kind of hard because when I go to some of these card shops, sometimes they don't have anything that I want, and when they do get it in stock, it's always gone before I can get it.
That's a great answer, Jay.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I was at my local card shop here tonight in Syracuse, and we only have a couple up here. If you take the Northeast into consideration, you can go down near, anywhere in the city, anywhere New Jersey, Philly, and find a million different card shops. But anywhere, if I'm traveling for work or if I'm at home, I'm similar to the professor where it's, I can go in there and I can look through bins if I want to. Most times I'm just using it to get some supplies.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. That's what fucking I can't imagine car. It's like that's what gets me to go to the shop, and then maybe I'll do a little spending. But if I know they have good supplies, they're gonna have them. They're at a good price. It's gonna get me going to the shop.
And
I
you feel
agree with
local
you completely.
You feel local, you feel like a local support, like I go in there and I chat with the guys, I said, chatted with the guys for 30 minutes tonight and, shot the shit and talked about, your great Upper Deck interview with Jason Moshira and all that good stuff.
Hey.
But I mean, I always try to make it no matter what locality I'm in, I try to stop into the card shops and get a feel for it. And the more local, the better, it's like you go and you see the old glass cases and a lot of times they have, the old furniture and like the old Mickey Mantle clock from 1960 on the wall. They have other shit too. So
that's right. That's right.
The charm.
That's
of it,
right. A charm.
Yeah. But I'm going to leave with
the
one
smell.
last thing. I'm going to let the professor move on, but I challenge Richie in Japan to get in here and give me a hot fire take because Block D is on fire like it's the G1 climax in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I'm thankful that Blue Red came on because he's a legend and challenged and put down the gauntlet. And I'm just going to say, Hey now.
Hey now. Blue, red, and both great calls, all great calls. We've had quite a few already. What do I want to do?
I believe in Joe Head.
I think I fucked that up and you got double sound. So I have more I want to get to. I want to get into my card shop takes. I want to look at them around different cities around the country. And then hope we still have maybe a couple more calls. McPigskin, Jay just challenged Richie Rich. By the way, Blue Red absolutely crushing on the votes. Jay in second and Richie Rich getting pummeled. Blue Red's going to win it all, right? Blue Red, I make you wait. You call in every show, but I think you're going to win. PSA on-site grading pricing for the National. The first place I saw this was a Neo post on IG. Shout out to Neo. And on-site grading trading cards. So this is the price I saw, $229. That's the lowest price. On-site express submission. You get the card back by the end of the show. So sometimes Sunday at the end. That doesn't do you well if you want to move the card at the show. This one's end of day for $400. So what on-site walkthrough is $700. You get it back in 4 hours is the estimated turnaround time, but these are all 4-hour estimated turnaround times as well. The most expensive, $3,600. No. Someone's going to spend $12,000 to get their card graded at the National. This was kind of sad. I literally saw it 5 minutes before I went live. I wanted to throw it in. And then what else do I have? Some little World Cup. We'll get to NBA. We'll get to the robberies. Okay, so card shops are coming up. But let's do... I have not watched this. We won't watch it all. Former NFL star reveals ALS diagnosis at 39. It's Chris Johnson, by the way. Excellent running back. Broke 2,000 yards. One of the faster running backs when he was playing.
Chris Johnson, one of the fastest running backs in NFL history, shattered records throughout his career. 80-yard run. So fast, he earned the nickname CJ2K.
Chris Johnson is going to have...
You're on the list.
He retired in 2017 and has been out of the spotlight. But today, he is sharing something deeply personal.
You've chosen to share some personal news today, and it takes a tremendous amount of courage to share it. What would you like for people to know?
First, I want people to know that I'm still me. ALS has changed what my...
Wait, you can't talk? Hold up, come on, that's fucking... All right, let's also do something. I don't know if I can share this, but 2 weeks ago, I was in Ohio. My dad had quadruple bypass surgery about 1.5 years ago. He's been apparently pissing blood for a while now, so he goes to the ER. He's got prostate problems. He's got kidneys going bad. He's got his number was ridiculously high, so they had to do like an emergency purchase, put a stent in. Now he can't have surgery for another 6 months to fix the prostate, so he's wearing a catheter for the next fucking 6 months. Poor guy. Then I'm visiting family this weekend, our once-a-year trip, and my brother ends up in the emergency room. He's got a MAUS, I think it's called, and a doctor told him a decade ago it wasn't a big deal. You normally don't see symptoms until your 30s or 40s. He can get a surgery, but he's kind of going through it right now, and he's, he runs a business, and he's, has a gym, and so he's worried, and it just, so anyways, fucking sucks. And now we see Chris Johnson. Can he not talk?
Body can do, but it hasn't changed who I am.
Oh, that's sad.
In 2025, at the age of 39, Johnson was diagnosed with ALS, the disease progressing so rapidly that he now uses his eyes to trigger a speech-generating device to speak.
Why do you want to share
this? Thank God for technology for these people, but fucking, I lost my hand there for about 1 year, and it's still coming back, and it's nothing to what Chris Johnson is going through. But I started reading up a lot about other people that lost, limbs or got prison. Thank God, for the most part, I can't complain at all. It's been an interesting 3 years, but what a tough, this guy was the man his whole life. Not just a humbling experience, just fucking A, man. I'd love to have a conversation with Chris Johnson, who's went through so many lives and being at the peak, and now this at 39 years old. I'm 40. He's a year younger than me. That's fucking sad, man.
Now,
because if sharing my story helps even one person get diagnosed sooner, inspires more research, or gives another family hope, then it's worth it.
Johnson says he was in the prime of his life, working out daily and running errands with his 4 children until ALS changed everything.
Let's go back to last year. When did you notice that something?
All right, that's fucking really sad. If you want to watch, what is this? Good Morning America, it's on. This was when? June 29th, so just yesterday. That's pretty sad news. I did not know that until just now. All right, so I'm not going to spend a minute, 2 minutes. I'm not an expert here. I've watched most of the games here, especially in the knockout round. Extremely exciting. Morocco scored within it was 1-0. They scored in the 90th minute. Germany had a goal taken away in extra minutes and then losing kicks. Just very exciting. And tomorrow we're going, USA starts, I believe, at 5:00 my time, the same time we go live. So, I mean, I'll have it on next to me. But, numbers, 130 we have tonight, probably a little lighter tomorrow. So finally, I just, the robberies they've been out of control. I highlighted at the beginning of the year, I highlighted prior. And how much can you highlight it? But they're all the time. They're nonstop. Why do I have this one? I mean, this came out 20 hours ago. Reward for the information leading to this person's arrest. Needs some help. Card family. This is often it's TCG. Sometimes it's sports cards. Clearly, it's a sports card background there. Cameras, video everywhere these days. So I wonder where that is. It looks like a nice, expensive layout. What did I have this first?
Wants to get.
So he called me and said that he got robbed. The guys at our building, the facility, are great. They were already down here helping out, keeping the employee comfortable.
Collector's items. A masked man rushes into the power card shop on East Cotton Gin Loop Monday morning. You see the employee inside in fear, doing exactly as he's told. Watch as the thief pulls out black trash bags, telling the
all right, so there's just tons of them, and we just went over that one. Last 6 months, if the video came out in the last 6 months, and we could just scroll YouTube. Are they all different? This one's Burger Steel, 100,000 in Chicago, Burbank Trading Card Shop, 100K in Pokemon. By the way, he did run. I didn't put it in the video, but he ran me through how fucking secure that place is. It's pretty much on lockdown. Don't go robbing Burbank. Burglars steal rare Pokemon. That's Burbank as well. Video burglars take off 100K. Burbank's getting all the love there. Vegas Trading Card Shop 5 months ago. Glendale Card Shop 6 months ago. There's the Phoenix one we were just looking at 1 month ago. Ex-Michigan officer found with over 20,000 worth of stolen product. So you recently saw information, videos on the postal worker, and we'll watch just a few seconds. This is on the cop,
new information,
former cop.
Tonight in a story we first brought to you as breaking news yesterday. A former Grand Rapids police officer is now facing felony charges. He's accused in the break-in and burglary of a sports card shop. And now court records revealed new details about what happened.
Johnny Ford sports cards and memorabilia. Police say thousands of dollars.
Sorry. All right. So there's a robbery there. You have Junk Wax, and then Jeff, does another story on it. Did he give Junk Wax some credit? I don't know. I didn't watch. Hopefully he did. And maybe someone had the story before Junk Wax. But USPS post office supervisor lists rare sports cards eBay and gets caught. Whoops-a-daisy. So if you want to watch that, it's over there on Junk Wax Heroes channel.
Card thieves giving away their game on eBay. Stupid people who have been busted because they got arrogant, I guess, and were selling their stolen goods on eBay.
What movie? Everyone's doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. This is Neo's video on card show dealer robbed at gunpoint after a show. I can't stare at the still all day, Neo. Hello, card people. Sorry, Neo. I love you. I love Neo. The content. Come on. That's fine. It doesn't have to be for me. Who am I?
But more of a
PewDiePie, motherfucker.
Serious /
Where's
time to
Pigskin?
evaluate.
Pigskin, Richie Rich, more card theft everywhere. I want to do another city. So here's Las Vegas, and let's type in Los Angeles now. How, if you spell how, H-A-W, it spells how. You got an S to the front. It should say shall, but it says show, just like Los Angeles. What the fuck? All right, I'm an idiot. If we scroll down a bit. So this is just the Los Angeles area. Again, within a little block here. The one that got me at Burbank was Bullpen. Within a 5-minute drive is LA Sports Cards up here. So for some reason, the Burbank isn't even on Card Shops Los Angeles. What if I type? It's being so finicky. It's not even showing all of them here. I assume it'll show Burbank next to LA now. Yeah, even more shops now we're looking at right there. Insanity. I mean, just insanity. And literally, it's a 5-minute drive. I just didn't have time. Bullpen's literally, oh, it's not there. So, LA Sports Cards has 2 locations right there, and Bullpen not even on the map across the street. So, some of them are not even on here that are up and running. So it's insane. I know some of you are saying you don't have card shops near. I mean, all I can tell you is I've traveled to Dallas this summer, tons of card shops. I traveled to Columbus, tons of card shops. I live in Las Vegas, tons of card shops. I traveled to LA, tons of card shops. So these, maybe you don't live in a metro area, but if you do, in a top 30 metro area in the country, they're just popping up every month. It's insanity. It's crazy. Let's look up another city that I haven't visited. Portland. I don't think Portland's going to have, I would assume Portland, Salt Lake, probably. I'm thinking West Coast. I'm trying to think further. Let's go Boston. I've never looked at the map in Boston. I'm unfamiliar. Let's take a look. So yeah, I mean, look at how congested it is. There's Sports World. That's a card shop. Battleground Game and Hobby. What else we got? Aces, Games and More. Okay, that one might not be. Cavalry Collectibles. This one's a comics. Oh, there's a car. Hey, little, if you're watching now, guess where I'm heading this weekend? Hint, hint. Guess where I'm headed this weekend? Hint, hint. Yeah, that'll be interesting and fun. There's baseball, etc. Sports collectibles. They're probably not even on the map as we've saw. So it's, not as many as I actually thought in that little area. Boston, let's go Portland, which I don't expect to be a ton, but just check it out. Nope, there's a lot. Look at that tiny little area, how many there are. Hoodies, collectibles. I've gone to a few of these. Cards and Hobby. The Sports Room, all right there. Guardian Games. Rip and Pack Sports Cards, Sweet Spots, it's just insane. So you could, I mean, I'm not going to stop there, but it's insane how many card shops, how many of them were 3 years old, 1 year old, and they're all going to now have to compete in this. In the sports card world, they're not, a lot of these companies, card shops, especially open in the past 2 years, even if they do great business, they're not getting Fanatics allocation. And then, so we'll see how they all survive. And then if more card vaults pop up in your city and more HQs pop up in your city and more franchise, and who's to say they don't even make it harder on some of these other shops. So I don't know what's going to happen with all these shops, but it's incredible how many there are. And then you get to the product in the shop, and it's like $350 for a hobby box, and that's even feels like a discount. I saw some of these boxes up to $700, signature class. And then you get, what do you get out of that? It's like, okay, even if you pull, something, I don't have, what do I have typed in here? Just 2025 tops class, because or else you get a bunch of signatures or others. Mike Evans auto number to 225, $84. So yeah, if you pull it out of a blaster, you did well. If you pull it out of a $350 hobby box, how well did you do? Not very good. I mean, there's Travion Henderson, $30, one of the best rookies of the class. Just played in the Super Bowl. He didn't play much. He played in the other playoff games quite a bit. So you can see that even when you hit something, Puka Nakua at a 50. Oh my God, how exciting! It's $5. So yeah, it's a cool card, but it's you could just go buy the card. Why waste your time with the product? It's such a loss overall. You're going to have more money to spend elsewhere. It's going to save you money. Out of 275 Puka for $2. The Kaleidoscope Refractor, which looks kind of cool, $9. Jalen Hurts. Here's a Jordan Love out of 150 for $3. Michael Penix Jr., I don't think that's his rookies the year before, at a 275 auto, $20. So where the fuck are you finding the value in these hobby boxes? In a blaster, you're probably going to get smoked, but at least you're not going to lose as much. I mean, even when you hit, there's $1.50. I pulled that one. It was also a comp at 75 cents when I last looked. So anyways, that's the product is just subpar. I don't have it. I'm curious, it's just a thought. SCV called it out a little bit. I would be curious to talk to an expert or someone that knows more on how to properly insure your stuff. Because some of these collector insurance, you hear is a scam. Some people do it through their home insurance. Some people do it this way, that way. What's the best way besides getting a vault at a safety deposit box at a bank? I do kind of want to buy into a Run Good Life break in the near future for the experiment to see how it goes. I think it'd be good for us to do. And so this was today. And I just, it's mainly wrestling. I want to do a bigger, release or a bigger baseball, basketball, football product. So we're not going to do it today, but in the near future, I think it could be a fun thing to do. And then I said, we tried this the new year and what a waste of money and time. But the nice thing here is I can just buy it from here. No, this is not smart. No, nothing, endorsement, nothing. But just reality is we could buy it from here and actually watch it be opened on the live if we pick the right one, whatever's in between 5 to 7 p.m. I'm not sure how that works. So anyways, a thought there. Gotta do this. So what else did I want to hit on card shops before I get into NBA? Because it's just insanity. Okay. So we covered robberies. It doesn't get talked about how much theft comes in from in-house. It's there. The level of knowledge in some shops are better. The bigger they are, the more employees you have, the more likely your customer, the person in there, is not going to talk to the most knowledgeable staff. That's what I've noticed, at least. Not that everyone's not knowledgeable there, but there's a good chance if you're watching this show, you're going to be more knowledgeable than some of the staff at some of these places. Prices are all over the place. It seems like all these places are also competing with online. I'm sure most of them should have online stores, and that's how they stay in business because, if you do it right, you're just going to get a better deal figuring it out online. They don't have the overhead. They don't have those employees. They don't have the rent. They don't have the electricity. So anyways, the product sealed single supplies, as I said with Jay on, supplies bring you in the house. Supplies are the reason. If I go to the card shop 10 times a year, 9 times of the 10 are to go pick up supplies. And do I get caught up? Oh shit, there's a card I like, or oh, that product, that'd be fun. Or hey, I need to pick that up. So, just a note to anybody running a card shop here, just from a customer perspective. And JEW said it before I did, is yeah, man, supplies are the reason I go. If the supplies are half the price down the road or another card shop adjacent, guess where I'm going to go those times? And that's going to get me in the door. Layout matters as well. Obviously, the bigger space you have, the better, but that just costs more rent. So that's where I did it. RJL and Chris Sewell there. What else do I have? I do want to get into... I'm just insane. I mean, insanity. You're waking up to the trades. This morning you wake up to, it was rumored Kawhi was going to go back to Toronto. He does. They get rid of Ingram. They get rid of 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. Grady Dick, what a funny name. Rob Veras has a collection. He I forgot. I don't think I videotaped when I looked at it, but he has like this wall of maybe 18 players. Funniest Dick names. I mean, just hilarious. And there's Grady Dick there. So Kawhi Leonard never should have left Toronto. He was a king there. Team might have stayed relevant. And now he's back in Toronto. And then what happens with the whole scandal and taking money? Do the Clippers get busted? Does Kawhi get trouble? I don't know. Before that, Ja Morant goes to Portland for Grant and Murray here. Not terrible pieces for Memphis to get back. No picks thrown in anywhere. And now Portland's front court is just stacked with guards. So you got to expect another move coming there. Miles Bridges goes to Phoenix, gets that. So Charlotte just completely flipped out their roster. Isaiah Joseph from smaller. LaMelo Ball is traded to the Timberwolves. The store, the NBA regular season product is so shit. It's so trash. It's like the MLB got a clue. They were aware. And over a span of 5-6 years, they made such great changes to make baseball far more watchable. Well, the regular season NBA is too many games. They're never going to shorten it for monetary reasons. So Nasri goes to Charlotte, some picks, just incredible amount of drama. And where's LeBron going to end up? And today, no longer a fucking Laker. Hallelujah. The Laker roster's ugly right now. The Lakers have some problems at the moment. I just want to do it justice because the amount of trades, these were all during the draft. Isaiah Stewart goes over to Memphis. Interesting. So I have him and Cam Boozer. They also traded for the the 18th overall pick, Kareem Lopez, I think, from Mexico, who's a forward/center. They also have Zach Edey. So size in the West all of a sudden really matters, and Memphis is leading into it. Where else was I here? Because there were some other big trades that we just have to do justice, and then we'll move on. But these were all during the draft here. And before the draft, Giannis goes to Miami. My goodness, Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Hawkins, all the good pieces that could have worked with Giannis kind of moved. Julius Randle went for, more than your less than your pack of cards there. And then, that's not cheap. So he went cheap as fuck. They traded... Just incredible. They traded Randall in the 28th overall. They got back to 33rd overall. They couldn't even move up in picks. Anyways, that's all the trades so far. Incredibly entertaining. LeBron is officially not a Laker. He thanks. It's truly an honor. No, thank you. Truly an honor to wear the purple and go get the fuck out of here. As a lifelong Laker fan, as someone who knew on camera, I have videotape home footage of me at 4 years old saying the starting five, James Worthy, whoever, Byron Scott, Cooper, get the fuck out of here. LeBron, don't let the door hit you on your way out. It is very interesting. Is he going to, all the rumors, him and AD are going to end up in Golden State. And now, someone was on saying he thinks he's going to Cleveland, Miami. That's what Blue Red, he says. So who the fuck knows? But LeBron going to play a 24th season. He hasn't announced it'll be his last. He's hope I made you proud of him during my stint. Get the fuck out of here. And I know there's LeBron fans, and I'm biased on my poor brother right now, but he's going to miss LeBron. He's a LeBron guy, so there's the LeBron people, but not me, and I'm happy to have my fucking squad back. And before I throw back Snyder, I just want the Lakers are in a bit of trouble because if you look, LeBron's ranked the first best free agent. The free agent class is pretty fucking bad. Duran's lost some money in the playoffs, but he's the second best. James Harden's going to re-sign, of course. And then Rui, who's also a Laker, probably my favorite Laker. I've followed him since Gonzaga. He's the fourth best free agent. So the Lakers are losing possibly the first and fourth best free agent out there. And when you take a look real quick at the Laker roster, I just want to do it for 2 seconds here because there was a nice clip of it. Is like, I wanted to show this last week. LeBron, free agent. Marcus Smart, free agent. Rui, free agent. Jackson Hayes, free agent. Maxi Kleber, free agent. Luke Kennard, free agent. Lakers are fucked. DeAndre Ayton and Vanderbilt is our center and forward. I know Luka's the man. It's fun to have Luka and Reeves. After that, this is the worst fucking roster I've ever seen. I mean, good fucking luck. Apparently, they got $52 million. Spend wisely. They're fucked. And it's sad if Rui leaves. Marcus Smart had a good year. They're fucked. Just fucked. So that's my take on the Lakers right now. Let's throw back Snyder real quick. Media assets, two of us on with screen. Snyder, what do you got?
All right. I just want to say one thing real quick. Buffalo, New York just had the NHL draft here, and
that's right.
There was this guy, the one guy that just drives me crazy is freaking King of Cards. What is this guy's name? I don't even care, quite frankly. But he was over there simping on freaking David
propaganda.
He just freaking and then he played the game of loaded pack pulling cards. And I was like, oh, can we not have another freaking pack pulling party where everybody gets just what the fuck they want? Oh, Jesus. And then he made a whole thing about
not reality. What is it? Kanye, gold, all the riches. It's not, it's not fucking reality. From the guy that's brains a little nuts.
I gotta offer you $1,500 for this card because that's my job. Fuck you.
Really? Hey, Ham, it also makes good, there's going to be the old legend team. That'll be it. So many good storylines in the NBA. Please. I can't stand the marketing, the loaded boxes. They say they're not loaded. Something funny happens.
Come on. They're not loaded. They're not loaded.
Come on. Come
on. And Jeff didn't take PP money, and neither did the guys.
The sky's not blue.
Yeah, stop.
The goddamn pen is blue.
Pen is blue. Blue, I tell you. Blue. Anyway, just a heads up. I'm building a list. I'm taking notes. I'm looking at about 5 topics to drop a bomb on. One of those, I'm going to dance around the circle, around the edges of Mr. Golden, and wait for that fucking dam to burst. I'm waiting. And when it does, it's going to be so much fun to watch it blow up. But Anyway, sooner or later it's going to happen. Somebody's going to freaking open their fat mouth.
Snyder, before, and I agree with you on King of Cards, but we talk about it so much. It's such BS. It boils my skin. Before I let you go, what your experience? You've been around when you go into a card shop. What are the things that keep you there or get you in there? Give us your take on card shops.
I got to spend 1.5 hours at Rob's shop out there in Burbank. I only had an hour and a half, but quite frankly, I loved the layout of that shop. Love the concept of the quarter box freaking chase. That was awesome. There's just so much to do in that shop. And the best part about that is he doesn't blow it up and make a big hype bomb out of it. Yes, he shows up on his Instagram every morning and gives a little face across the screen kind of thing, but he doesn't get all explosive.
He hypes a little of it up, but he's a business. He doesn't do it in a nefarious or dirty way.
He doesn't
definitely hypes
crazy.
a little, but it's not in a corporate funny business kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes it palatable. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he's an industry guy because he has to be, because he's that big, but he actually lives the heart of a hobby guy. And that's kind of
so
fun
Snyder,
too.
besides Burbank, let's just, what do you want to see? Boxes? Do you want to smell the smell? Do you want supplies? Do you want to look at singles? What are you there for? What gets you into a card shop?
I'm not a breaking kind of guy, first of all. I like singles. I've decided to eliminate the rest of my hobby collection and went with PC stuff. I'm purely a hockey guy and purely a Sabres guy, and Hall of Famers. That's it. From now on, I'm done. Everything else, you've already received some stuff in the mail from me, and you're going to get some more.
This bad boy right here. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's the first one. Jim Calhoun's on its way soon.
Hey now. And it sounds like we need to make a trade for some of those NBA cards. Although I think I gave all my hockey away. I might have a box.
We'll talk about that later. I got to send you some videos. But anyway, kick me the frick out of here and make fun of me or something.
Snyder's such a piece of shit. He ended up winning 53%, Charles 26, the firm 21. Right now we have our last vote, round one, group D, with Blue Red's gonna crush. Although Jay, AEW, great caller. Richie Rich supposed to call in tonight. First time not from Japan. I haven't seen him yet. Big Pigskin was supposed to call in as well. He's got a 1-year-old kid. The Hobby Collision 3 coming in August. Yeah, it's going to be good and fun. Where are we at here? CIA Auctions has an auction coming up starting tomorrow. Let's see, Hank Aaron in a PSA 5. I don't know what that comps for. SCV's favorite, Jackson Dart. Where's Petty? Kaboomy. Where's Petty? Someone put the call out for Petty. Cooper, flag, a Messi. So anyways, this is a lot of Otani, this Showtime, which is a cool card. I don't know what the fuck it's selling for, probably too much. There's Blue Reds player, Jackson and Jigba, 101, NFL Shield, really neat looking card. Oh, there's the stupid Tecmo Bowl, John Elway. So one thing I noticed right here, we've been following CIA all year, 4 months ago, it was strictly vintage. So it is good for I promise you, if you're looking to buy, you might still get some deals there. Because number one, I don't think there's many eyeballs. And number two, I don't think there's much shilling going on. You can see Otani makes up a lot of the top here. There's a Jordan Fleer 88, Miggy, another Tecmo Bowl. So interesting. A lot of newer. There's a one-piece card of all things. Jason Tatum, kaboom. Beautiful Jackie Robinson. Petty, Mike Petty, not Tom Petty. Although we were listening to some Tom Petty. Mike Petty has quite a collection. I didn't take a picture of the Robinsons. I took a picture of his roots. Robinson's probably even a nicer collection. Why the fuck is CM Punk below me? You're on the list. Nope. Hold up. There we go. So anyways, check out, you might get, it might go for cheaper than elsewhere, but I'm glad to see quite a few of those Aaron rookies. Now there's a 2, Con Knipple, the new face of the Hornets. McPigskin just called in. What else do I want to do before we get there? Oh, the shirts I make like $3 or $4 on. It is good quality. So yeah, are you not getting something cheap? But anyways, the point I bring this up, do I normally bring it up? Of course not. But the reason I bring it up, I want to make like I'm Jorge or who's Jorge. Hilarious. If you followed last week, but the reason I bring this up is I don't have any more. So tomorrow at the end of the show, we'll do our, thank you to all the members, and we'll spin the wheel to the members. And I have, I have tops, I have NBA hoops basketball to give. I have some singles. I have sleeves. We'll do all that. I'm going to make an order tonight after the show on shirts. I think I'm going to order because I sent one to Chris who won last week. It doesn't say Professor Sports Cards. I sent him a different one. I think a Hey Now one. So I'll just order a bunch of these Professor Sports Cards. Hey Now, got the little YouTube thing. So anyways, that's what I need to order those. I need to still get Frank a fucking sweater, Rhonda a sweater. So coming now, another viewer. So order going in tonight. Anyways, that's that. I have not seen this yet. Came out today. John Boy will finish there. Next week, we got Greg Likes Cats, Caleb Hammer. That'll be interesting. Let's throw on McPigskin with us, get his take on card shops. And let's do this. 2 of us on screen. No more CM Punk. McPigskin.
Hey. First off, can you hear me?
Hear you well.
Perfect. By the way, I figured out that StreamYard issue that you keep having where guests either can't get their audio or they can't hear you. It's a StreamYard issue. When you change channels or move audio or video inputs, your guest loses their hearing. So
it only happens for like 1 in every 8 people that call in, maybe, or less.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a bad bug. Yeah,
they just have to change their settings apparently.
I emailed them about it because I was like, it was driving me nuts. But anyhow, first off, did someone say Dick Post? I wasn't sure.
Hey now.
Someone said Dick Post. I thought I heard it, but I figured I'd share that. So anyway, yeah, my take on card shops. I was enjoying everyone's, what they love about it, and what could change about it. And I'm in a unique position, and I think I talked about this the last time I was on. I'm in the Bay Area, and Bay Area card shops, just for sports cards at least, is just not great.
I don't understand. I traveled there 3 years ago, maybe, to visit my sister, and yeah, no, I agree with that statement. I can back that up, at least as of 3 years ago. It was really bad, actually. Even the shop. Now, once I got to the San Joaquin Valley, in that area where it seems like there's quite a bit of shops, but in the actual Bay itself, I agree with you.
Yeah, you're talking like, if we're specifically
Stockton,
talking
Tracy, Manteca, Modesto, there's shops out that way.
If you're willing to travel, but if we're talking like Peninsula, and then the actual Metro.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's rare.
There's nothing. I mean, if there is anything, it's TCG, which is
rent's
fine,
so fucking high. What is it, the highest rent in the country? Maybe
I understand why, because when there is a card shop, there's one thing that mentally I always think like, oh, I should visit a card shop, because just saying that. Thinking that and saying it out loud gets me excited. And then when you actually go to the card shop, you just let down time and time again, because it's not what it used to be. And then now, which
depends
is okay,
the shop. Depends the shop.
Well, that's the problem that I have personally, is that there's no shops out here. So I'm yet to experience
those because I grew up there. The shops that were there in the late 90s, 2000s, most of them closed down in the time from then to now.
Yeah, that's the problem. And that's where, the shops that don't have soul are, they're fluorescent lighting with glass showcases full of hobby boxes that no one has bought. It's Wax Museum 2.0. There's just hobby boxes that sit there for $900.
Thank you for all
no
the
one
help.
wants to buy it. So what ends up happening is, for me, in terms of supplies, I actually get my supplies off of eBay. So I have some pretty good, vendors saved.
And I'm in the kind of guy that I need them when I need them, and I buy so I have them at the house.
Yeah,
but when I need them, sometimes that's kind of how. So I don't want to wait for online. I guess you're smart.
I totally get that.
I do buy in bulk.
Yeah, I've gone
when I see a deal.
I've gone to I've gone up north and picked them up. I will give a shout out to Danville Card Shop in I believe it's either in Blackhawk
Danville's
or Danville.
a nice area. Blackhawk's a nice
Danville,
area.
yeah, right. I mean, that's where it's in Blackhawk. That's where John Madden.
If that shop's been there a long time, I traveled there and sold a Jose Reyes auto back in the day, rookie, to that shop.
Very cool. Yeah, but that one's a little too far for me, so I can't go there as much as I want. But I will say this, that I'd like to see more of, and I understand that out here rent is very high, insurance is extremely high. So it might be this area might be an outlier for that, but I would love to see more single cards and value boxes in card stores, because you just, at least for the shops that I've visited that are open and in quote unquote in business around here, I don't know how they make their money. There's none of that. And that really makes them fun to visit, because that's where you can go Like I think I just heard
Spend
Dave
some
say
time.
90 minutes. You know, as I mean, when I go to a card show, I'm in, you know, flipping through the cards for hours. So that would be really cool to see that. But also not just value boxes, but like I kind of out here in the Bay Area, the only place to buy anything graded is online off eBay, where it would be pretty awesome to be able to go to a shop, have, you know, a selection of cards.
Now, the one thing I'll say about the Bay is it does seem to have some shows. I don't know that for sure, but it seems like they do have quite a bit of shows.
But to that point, though, you know, shows are only Saturday, Sunday. What if you're working Saturday, Sunday?
Sure,
you can't
sure,
make it?
fair.
You know, so that's my big problem. Like my time on the weekends for now, I just don't have the time to do it, and that's all right. So, but that's, you know, to have that ability where, you know, it's, you know, a Wednesday and you're free for lunch and you're like, oh, let me go to the card shop. I'm so envious of some of my buddies in the Midwest, where they'll just, you know, send out a tweet or a group text and say, hey, you know, just pick these up for lunch. And I'm like, what, from the mailbox? Like, no, I went to the store, the card shop. I'm like, what card shop is selling, you know, like PMGs and like cool inserts from the 90s? You know,
it really is
tough.
shop specific. I've been into so many shops recently. Every shop is different. Everyone has a pro and a con, and some of the shops are just more where I want to be. That LJ's I put in my Ohio video, that's a fucking cool shop. You know, that's a shop it wasn't too crowded. The problem with Burbank is it's tons of supplies at the right price, so it's going to get me in the door. However, I don't want to I don't live in LA for a reason. It's a whole thing, and there's too many people, and you know, I just want something a little more low key.
Right. Yeah, that's totally understandable. And I think, you know, this is also one of those things where, you know, I love the saying, you know, be the change you seek. And it's like, well, for I don't think anyone has that money to be the change they seek, or do they want to spend that money? Because it feels like opening a card shop in 2026 is a losing endeavor unless you're, you know, deep in private equity. So
McPixie,
you know,
thank you for calling in. Any other quick topic you wanted to brush up on?
I feel like I'm getting the hook at Apollo. No.
Well, we got 10 more minutes left in the show, and I just have a couple more things.
No, I lost track of time. I'm obviously joking. Well, I appreciate you taking the call, and yeah, no, that's about it, man. I'll talk to you later.
I loved it, and I hope we talk again next. Congrats to your Knicks, man. I'm not sure if we've talked on live since your Knicks have won the championship. If you didn't like it, it wasn't for you. Well, hey, McPigskin got to celebrate the title for the first time in his whole life, and that's pretty fucking cool. I have a few more things, not a ton. I want to get into this. Keep doing it. We're ranking the top 50 rookie cards I have of NFL receivers. I thought it would be fun. It was fun to get the cards out, sort them, make a list. So I made the list long ago. This is 34. Odell Beckham Jr. played 10 seasons. I guess he's back now with the Giants. We'll see how that goes. I can't imagine great. He had 575 catches. He's a touchdown machine, 60 touchdowns out of those 575 catches. And he also just had boom or bust seasons. He came in 91 receptions, 1,300 yards, 96 receptions, 1,400 yards, 101 receptions, and then it fell off a cliff, 25, 77, 74, 23, 44. He could never get back to that peak, but peak Odell looked great. Going way back to my childhood, 33, Herman Moore. Herman Moore played 12 seasons, long time for a receiver. You'll notice that about a lot of the receivers that are in this, you know, next 30 here. They had nice careers, long careers, which is rare for a receiver. Herman Moore was a stud. His peak, 123 catches on that Barry Sanders team in 1995 with almost 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns. That was his best season. 62 total touchdowns in his career. A great career. Peak Stephon Diggs. I know he's kind of went away from that last few years and it's recency bias, but he had 6 out of 7 seasons, 6, 7, where he had over 100 catches. In all those seasons, he had over 1,000 yards. Even in the season, he only had 63 catches there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons in a row, over 1,000 yards. He has 74 total touchdowns. He's still going. Peak Stephon Diggs was different, and hopefully he finishes his career nicely where he's at. I believe still in New England. Did he leave New England? Now they have the new Frank's guy, unfortunately for you, Frank. Speaking of Philadelphia, Deshaun Jackson's 31, 15 seasons on 6 teams. Also a fun part. He was in that game that they returned the punt at the very end. Holy shit, was it against the Cowboys? I was in college at the time. I went to college a little later. Holy fuck, man, that game stands out from 15 years ago to end the game. Frank has a moment on that. who was it? Giants, Eagles. Oh, it was not Cowboys. Got it. Yeah, it was fucking great. Anyways, Deshaun Jackson's speedy, had a hell of a career. He had a comeback here later in his career. Cool card. I had this card forever. I don't know, 8 years, 9 years. Can't imagine I spent more than $15 on it. Real cheap Amon-Ra St. Brown in a bulk deal. Played 5 seasons so far. But let's take a look at these 5 seasons. Came in with 90 receptions, 912 yards. 106 receptions, 1,100 yards. 119 receptions, 1,500 yards. 115 receptions, 1,200 yards. 117 fucking receptions. I mean, what we've seen from all these other great start charts right here is they don't keep it going another 5 years. So if this guy has any more years in him like that, holy shit. So he's my 30th best receiver currently in the league. And that's it for now. I have an RGL quick segment, and then we'll listen to John Boy, and then we'll get out of here for him. A great show, and I really mean it. Oh, and don't let me forget, we all know red blue is winning, or blue red, excuse me. B before R is how I always fucked it up. B comes before R, you do stupid tricks. Blue red 74%, at least the last time I saw, so he'll move on. Jay's calling back. Our final 4 will be Mike Ham versus Ziggy tomorrow. It'll be Snyder versus Blue Red. Holy shit. It feels like Snyder Blue Red is the championship. Maybe Ziggy and Michael Ham, but let's quick minute with Mr. J.
Hey, baby, just wanted to hop back on. I saw you talking about the receiver collection that you got going on. A hell of a collection. I want to thank everyone for the votes who voted for me. 20% of the vote. I'll take that going against a legend like Blue Red. How can you match a caller with that type of energy? But I want to show you guys a couple cool ones right now that we picked up recently. We got the John Starks dunking over the great
I like Encore. Man, he's got a nice auto. Now, here's my problem. I'm actually so glad you did that, because someone reached out to me. I get skeptical. Now, unless you got it on card yourself, I would always, and I'm not, I just want it authenticated, I guess, from a credible company, by the way. So are you worried buying it raw or?
Nope. And this card, if I told you what I paid for it, you would say it's the greatest deal of all time.
Well,
I mean,
because it's
staying in my PC.
Knows.
I paid $50 for this card, and it was purchased on Whatnot as John signed the cards live. So
as he signed it live,
I got to go face to face with John, like me and you right now, and ask him too. And it was a great experience too. So
let me just before we move on from that point, just Operation Bullpen in the 90s, just last summer with the dude killed himself in this whole FBI sting for autos. So I love on-card autos. I didn't know that's a great service you just did, and for $50. And for me, if I'm going to buy it not that way, it needs to be slabbed. And they still don't even know all the time, but it's better than not. I just don't trust. But it's a cool service that he signed it. You saw it, and damn, he has a nice auto.
And got to talk to him too, which was even cooler. And I've done the same thing. I've had Matt and Jeff Hardy come on my show, and I would pre-sell the autograph spots. I sold 8x10s with Matt and Jeff signing them right on my Whatnot show with my 1,500.
What they charge the people, out of curiosity? What was it?
I worked out a deal with Matt and Jeff beforehand, of course, but I ended up doing the same thing. I think it was 50 each, and if you got both of them, it was 75 for the duel.
All right.
And it was great. They signed with me. They gave me 15 minutes of time live on my Whatnot show. So super, super cool stuff. But no, like the professor said, collect what you like. I mean, where else would I be able to get a YA Tittle from 1960? This card's so crazy. And look at the condition on it. Like,
all right.
I'm not a grading. I'm not
very neat.
I'm not a get everything graded kind of guy.
It blows my mind. We were at a show Sunday. It's like Johnny Unitas, Gale Sayers. If people think any of this, like these are the all-time, the card you just showed, and great card. Yeah. And you didn't break the bank to get it.
I'll show you the last one too, and you'll be amazed when you see this. This is a 1951 Topps card. So this is a Dick Caucus, and it's a punch-out card. You can see the little tabs on the top and the bottom of it. But if I went and got this graded, you could call this, and I'm not a grader. I don't send shit to go get graded. I'll buy it graded, but I won't go send it out there. This could be a $300 to $500 card if I got it graded. And especially look at the condition on this. This is a 75-year-old card. Amazing stuff too. So I just want to say you can get good stuff out there if you buy it.
I see it. So you have the passion. All right. I didn't know as an AEW guy. I had no idea. Great call, Jay. Thank you for sharing. It's been a ton of fun. And again, one more shot in Flint. I'll go. I kind of had a heart out, but maybe I'll go a little longer, or at least until I run out. But you can't thank these guys enough. Whether you love, you can't see this shit. Hold up one sec. Sports background. We'll add it to the stage. There it is. I mean, we have a 16 like locked in here. It's awesome. And you guys make sure. And I also want to do a bracket after this with, kind of more guests that call in, the Neos, the Chris Sewells of the world, the president, Mashara, some of the guests we've had on. So, but I can't thank you 16 enough because you help make the show. You're part of the show, and you make the show better. And so, speaking of that, you want me to go a little longer. We do have one voicemail from Kenny Effin. We'll do it here on the back, and I have a couple more things after this. Let's listen to it. It's a minute 20. Good time. And is he still at the Bunny Ranch? Let's find out.
Hey, Prof, everybody. Just another quick update. Kevin O'Leary, he couldn't make it to Pahrump this week. So actually what he did, he was on his private plane with Shine. They were waiting on the tarmac in LA in a private airspace. And I actually got to talk with them for about a half hour on his private jet. Shine showed me some of his cards. He also showed me some white substance I can't speak about.
Hey now, we have another caller, a fan favorite. I'll put him on after the voicemail. Hey, it's a show.
Never mind. I'm good. And, yeah, they're good guys. So I'm going to vouch for them. Not as good as Jeff at Cards HQ, but, I mean, who can be? They treated me well, except for that pineapple shit. But anyway, long story long, I had a little bit of time after. I went down to Burbank to see Rob Varish, your buddy, and he's okay. He likes to talk a little too much. And the card shop's very impressive. But then I did a little investigating behind the warehouse, and I actually found where they've been hiding Sasha T. They have him out in the barracks back there. I always wonder what happened to that pool guy. So
if you know, you know.
I'm going to blow that wide open. More to come. Peace.
Hey, we got to hear more on that. Fan favorite made it to the final four. Ham, how we doing?
I'm good. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing well. Hey, we'll see each other at the National soon.
Yep. So what days are you there?
I'm doing it the same way I did last year. Worked out really well. I get in Thursday around noon, so I'll be able to go to the show Thursday. I'll be there all day Friday, all day Saturday. I leave, my plane leaves like 9 or 10 p.m. Saturday night. So 3 long full days of the show. And I'm looking forward to it, by the way.
Now, have you scheduled any plans, lunches, dinners?
What?
Events?
So Thursday, apparently Chris Sewell's throwing something, so I'll probably pop in there. And Friday, I got an invite from Orlando and whoever's throwing that on Friday. So there's a couple dinners.
Filming. I think Friday's filming 10's YouTube meetup.
Okay.
From spitballing. And I know that a bunch of us are going to be doing a lunch, I think on Friday. I'm not sure yet. And then I have a thing in the morning at 9 on Friday. Yeah, it starts to fill up real quick with just events, parties, meetups, things like that. So
Ziggy, I'm glad you said it. Yeah, you got the flowing locks
hair down. Well, I was hitting my inner Mike Petty.
Making me jealous.
I had to bring the Petty out in me, so I was letting it down.
You need the brush. You need the brush.
I got the brush. I got the thick brush.
Hey, now.
Petty's using the small.
I see plenty of supplies behind you. I can't tell if I'm looking at that. But
yeah, I got more stuff than I need back here in life. Period.
So I know. Go. Sorry.
No, I just put a video out. I'm not here to pump that, but just talking about just kind of give in. Just give in to everything. Don't worry about it anymore. Ride the wave, because this wave ain't gonna last forever. It really is. We're gonna look back on all this and we're gonna laugh at a lot of stuff. But right now you're in it, so jump on a board and catch the wave. Just jump in.
That's. Eventually, though, people have to know what they're getting into, because you said it best. Eventually, the wave has to end.
They're never going to know. They're never going to know until it's over. Like, this is how it is. Everybody runs up. Think about it. Bitcoin, anything runs up. I don't like to compare it to stocks, but unfortunately, it's the easiest thing to deal with. It's all going up. This is the one space that the majority of the are not stopping. They are literally going up, up, up. More.
I know.
Nothing's stopping it.
It's not following logic either.
No, but the only thing that's going to stop something next year is the baseball strike. That's going to slow down Ohtani cards. He's going to win another MVP. All right, as long as he stays healthy, and if he wins a Cy Young, even, my God, he's already considered the best baseball player ever. basically by a lot of people, and I don't blame them. Nobody does.
No,
what he does.
it's unreal.
When
unreal.
you look at it and you sit there and look at it and you go, I don't know if anybody else could do this. Not more than
they
one.
can't. They haven't.
So it
doesn't justify because people are hopping on. It doesn't justify the high pop counts and all his cards being. It doesn't mean the price is not baked in, but what he's doing is something we've really never seen before.
Correct. He's done more than what Pikachu's done. To be honest with you. So I mean, and look what that stuff does. I have to go dig up some of my old Pokemon boxes that I had during the old COVID days, standing in line, and break those babies out. I looked one up the other day. It's $1,300.
Hey,
like, I'll take $1,300.
Blue red, cover your ears.
But even that, it's how long can it go up? This isn't like 20 years and now we're going to look back and be like, oh, that Charizard's now a $5, $10 million, $20 million card. It's not. It's like people don't have that type of money to stay in this, and people are getting burned. We know that.
And people will move on to something else eventually.
The problem is there's nothing else. There isn't anything else.
Tomorrow we're gonna go mystery pack shoes.
But it's the same version of shoes. Okay, sorry. So the
Bitcoin.
Product changes, but the same ideology.
That's right.
There.
Well, get them the fuck out of cards. But yes, that's right. That's right.
I mean, then you get into Hot Wheels, then you get into Pokemon, then you get into
good
figurines
riddance.
and toys. It's all the same shit, just a different looking product.
Someone said, this is not mine, someone else. And it was just, there's not much value in real estate right now. There's not much value in the market right now, stock. So it's easy to move over to cards. But as Bitcoin keeps falling, as crypto keeps falling, are people eventually there will be value somewhere else.
Yeah.
And some of that money is going to move there. Okay.
Listen, the one thing that's going to happen from all this is somewhere, somehow we'll get some new innovation. Somewhere, somehow we'll get somebody else enter and go, I'm going to go ahead against the giant, the fanatics and I'm going to challenge them. Somebody's going to do it. But right now, the money's so easy. Nobody cares. All the people in it are like, I'm rich. I don't really care. We're making so much money. It's not even funny.
Yeah. What the hell? I had a thing. I had a point, but I wanted to listen. Yeah, no, they are making money. Oh, yes. And it's just, I like how you said, when you're in it. I remember it started into live and just like, okay, I'm gonna get back in and you're in, and you just never know when it's going to stop. And it hasn't stopped, and it's going to ride until, like you said, it doesn't.
Again, we like to poke fun at all the influencers because they are influencers, because they're just out in the social media. But some of these people are living a fantastic life around cards, about something that they originally were in and then kind of took it to the next level. And yes, are they given loaded boxes? 100%. I completely agree. That's very few times that is authentically not set up. I've seen it for a long time, but they've developed and created their own business to work for themselves, and then get brought to go meet athletes and go to events and go to things that all of us would love to do one time. And
it's just, but the problem is, I just want it to be just like the government, just like everything. It's a different thing. We see a different thing than reality. I want to treat us like grown-ups. It doesn't know how. I just don't like the deception in it. That's my biggest issue.
But there's a deception in everything.
Well,
think of a commercial.
The commercial. You're not wrong. I have issues with commercials. Fucking hate commercials.
I'd love to sit down. We should just watch commercials one day and just give shit.
God, get out of here. The ones that come on so often, and again, they're only legal here in New Zealand, I believe, are the medical ones. They're just to fucking get in your head. There's no reason. They have to say you're going to get diarrhea and you might die and this might happen, but they get it in your head. And I don't want to hear that shit. I just don't want to hear it. I can't stand it.
The symptom list is longer than the commercial.
Dude. So then you have to start questioning, why the fuck are they even doing this? It's not like you're going to, oh, do you have Prophylax or whatever the fuck they're selling? I don't. So they're the oddest commercials, man. They're so odd. I know when Europeans come over, they kind of laugh at them because they don't have them back home. But I don't want them messing with my brain. I can't stand it. So I'll pause a game for like 10 minutes so I can fast forward. Anyways, Ham, what? Okay, a question for you too. First one. Oh, I had something I wrote down. Love. I do think because of all this, you are going to find more people that do have a connection to cards in the long run. So that's neat, like a true connection.
And people are developing that too. Yes.
Yeah, some will, of course. And some are going to feel like I was sold this fucking false route and I don't want to play anymore. Okay. 2, what the hell do you collect in your collection? And secondly, when you go into a card shop, same thing I've asked everybody, what keeps you there, what gets you there, what's something, you know, we're all different. So kind of a twofold question.
Well, I have a huge issue with most card shops. But the one thing I mean, I collect a little bit of everything. I really do. I'm one of those people that I'm also like a tinkerer. So not only do I have cards, I have comics, I have graded video games, I have graded VHSs. Like I collect things that I like, that I have had an attachment to. But I've always liked the idea that they also have value. I do not separate that. I do not go, oh, I love this, I'm never going to get rid of it. If it gets high enough, it's gone. You know what? I enjoyed it and somebody else can have it, because at the end of the day, I don't need to stare at it until I'm not breathing. That's my mentality. Other people have a different mentality, and I'm cool with that. That's just part of that love. Fine. But for me, I'm not like wealthy enough that I can look at that and not care. You know what I mean? Where the majority of us are in that position at the end of the day. I don't like the general flipping mentality that we're teaching the younger people. Yes, it's a decent skill, but unfortunately, they're growing that into that mentality that they're seeing with all the online crap, and it's just creating a bad person. It's creating a bad person, unfortunately, and that's in everything, not just cards. So when I go into a shop, though, I'm always looking for something rare or different. I love digging through boxes, even though I don't do it a lot in my videos because it's so time consuming. But I always look around and like, what is in here that I'm not going to find somewhere else? So I'm that. I see a card and I'm like, I want the best version of that I can get, that I can afford.
You know, you mentioned that. It's great. That's because at the LJs, I saw the Daniel Negreanu auto, and I have the Jerry Buss, which he doesn't sign anything. And so I have his poker card auto. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to ever see this again. And it was a good price. And so I kind of, when you can find neat things you're not going to see everywhere, that also makes a card shop stand out.
Yeah, and if a card shop has kind of like its own feel to it, especially if you're traveling and you're going to different places, obviously it's going to feel a lot different than what you're used to, especially usually team oriented. And what do they really carry? Is there something that I love to find an old shop? It's really hard to find an old shop anymore that still has old stuff in it. Like I love to go into a shop and see old wax packs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that you can buy a pack of cards and, you know, take that chance. I like that idea. I love that feel, because people don't really even open their own packs anymore. They don't even know what that's like. There are people that live through It is. They don't know it. And there's nothing better than opening a wax pack versus this crap we have today. You know, or even an original 89 Upper Deck pack. That's a very specific outside of that pack.
You know what?
It sounds when it rips, it's fantastic.
It's sad. It's because and it is this one just reality. It is what it is. It's sad. Fine. I'm not complaining. But when you rip through a pack now, you're not like stopping every card, this player, the stats, the team. It's just you're almost flipping to the end like it's Pokemon to see if you got what's the card, because base is so irrelevant at this point.
Yep. That's why I don't like the most of the Topps products that's coming out with baseball, especially all your hits are the last 3 to 5 cards. So like, unless you're looking for a rookie, which is
that's right what my experience.
I just started at the back of the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do good? Okay, and let me go see if there's a rookie or two I want to pull out, and then I move along with my life.
Yep.
You know, they did do a good job with the Golden Mirrors this year by making the back of the card gold foiled. It stands out and it looks really nice. So I'll give them props for that. It truly makes the card different.
Where do you buy your supplies?
Sometimes at shows, sometimes I buy them anywhere. I just, whenever I need supplies, I just buy them. I don't even care what the price is.
So my
to be
question,
honest with you,
just when you need them, you buy them.
When I need them, but I always have a bunch. So if I usually see a good deal, I mean, I live a block away from the card shop. He has dollar penny sleeves for 100 sleeves.
There it is.
So I and he limits you to 5, which is fine. And he's very fair. Like, he's like, I don't make money on these. All right. But I want people to be able to get penny sleeves. When you go to like Pack Wars, they're free. Everybody gets free penny sleeves. There's no bring your own stuff. Here's a top loader. You got a great card. You know, he's also doing it for, you know, the publicity a little bit too. This big card gets hit. He can put it on the Instagram. He's really big with Topps fanatics. So he wants to push that as well. It's a different environment, but he's done well for himself doing it. And I'm not going to argue with that. He's got a business to run.
Ham, anything else you want to throw out there before we end the show here shortly?
I wish Ziggy good luck tomorrow. I know he's a staple on this show, as well as many other shows and chats. And,
it's Ziggy versus you.
Yep.
Ooh, wait.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
That's a big microphone. Yeah. Look forward to seeing you two again, Ziggy, at the National.
Ham as likewise, and keep calling, man. It's great. They love you.
Oh well, man.
All right, have a great night.
Buddy. Take care.
Bye. Hey, hit the like button for all the callers again. That's 16. Let's build a list. If you've been wanting to call in at some point, give us a call. But that list of 16. I have, what is this, a minute and a half. With all the crazy prices recently, where do you still see value right now? I asked RGL. Let's do it for a minute. To you is, with all the crazy prices recently, where do you see value right now?
All right. So as everybody knows, I'm a huge wrestling fan. So right now, the market is oversaturated with wrestling products. So newer wrestling products have stabilized. I think the value is pretty strong there. I think pretty easy to find a $500 or $1,000 card in a $300 box. It's not as easy, but I think it's easier to pull a $1,000, $2,000+ card from those same boxes as opposed to baseball.
So he goes WWE. You don't want to hear that. There's so little value in everything else sports wise, at least the football, basketball, baseball. Last week, this week, start today. Tomorrow is tomorrow, but the 3 shows have been excellent, great, and again, we want the callers. You're helping make the show, but really great. And, I put in prep, so don't think I'm not spending a couple hours trying to do what I do, but also you guys calling in make the show. But really great few shows. Anyone that watched, we'll do another 5-10 minutes. I have one more thing after this, and then we'll get out of here.
Basketball. So I see a lot of value right now just in wrestling, and then probably some of the cheaper baseball stuff, honestly. Platinum Anniversary just came out at $150 if you can find it sub 200 compared to everything else on the market. Like, you just look at the price of basketball, you look at the price of football, they just keep going up and up and up. So I got to go with the lower end baseball releases from Topps. Even stuff like Series 1, Topps Japan Series 1, those are like $125 a box. I've seen some crazy Shohei, like cherry blossoms and stuff come out of those. So cheaper baseball, right?
Ziggy, I kind of agree with that. And you can't, just imagine in my shoes, you never fucking know, right? But yes, I agree with that. And that's what makes it, I'm proud about that. Let's just say that. I am proud about that.
Now, in WWE, I think are the two. Basketball, football, man, it's really hard to look around and find value. If you want to go back to Panini era football, Photogenic is still sitting there at $250 a box. I'll take 3 of those boxes over a Topps Chrome hobby box any day of the week. So there's value if you're looking for wax.
All right. So there's what he's saying, and he knows. What else did I miss? Anything went through that? We'll do and then we'll do the last thing here. But at the end of tomorrow, I'll spin the wheel, have all the members on a wheel. It helps support, helps keep us going, helps keep things running, and maybe buys me a few dinners. Really, that's about it. So, but thank you very much to the members. Thank you to the callers. We have a 5-minute John Boy video. It's my favorite watching this shit with you. And the best part is I haven't seen this one yet. It came out earlier today. Josh Naylor, Bad Mouse is for me, a teammate, a breakdown. I have a feeling it's going to be worth the watch and hilarious. And then we'll do it again tomorrow. USA.
No one likes you. Literally nobody likes you. Oh my God, what tough words. What happened? A friendship has fallen apart, and it's brought to you by Amazon. Let's dive in.
It's going to be so good. One of one, thank you for the $5 tonight. Hot take, new PSA pricing just makes them more sought after. Also, Boss Card Hunter should leg wrestle Eric Michael. Eric Michael deserves all the heat, all the hate, all good for BCH. Just don't fucking bang the cow to death. And if it's going to work for you, it's fine, but I'm over it after a few. But yes, I haven't scrutinized Eric Michael so much because no one even knows who the fuck he is. So, but I've definitely talked about him. He deserves the heat. He was actually a thumbnail last week. And then what do you know? BCH goes after him the week after. You're watching. We know you're watching. I know you're watching. Okay.
We've got a runner on.
All right, last point on that. The people that watch are the smart, like the average person at a card show doesn't know the channel. You know who knows the channel? The one setting up. The average person in a card shop doesn't know who I am. You know who knows who I am? The owner of the fucking shop. Because what I'm saying, there's a lot of truth and validity to. Is it all correct? Is it all right? No. And the other point I want to make is where else is the whole point of it is having the conversation. That's the whole great thing of the chat. And so, where else is the conversation? As Frank want to say, where else is that conversation being had? And so again, is it the average person? No, it's the one that knows what's fucking up is the one that knows the channel.
On first, Josh Naylor at the plate. Auto take on this pitch on the steal. Maybe he didn't want him stealing while he was hitting. Maybe he was like, I dare you to throw him out. I won't even get in the way. I don't know. Let's watch it again. It's the first pitch. He's like, nope, not interested. Go get him. And after this, there is like slight talking between the two, between Hedges and between Naylor. You can see him looking at him, and it looks like they start saying stuff to each other there. Not sure what it was. This next pitch is what you've all seen, what the story is. It's a high curveball, hit by pitch, 78 miles per hour, that he also stuck his hand out. So Naylor is going to fake mad that he got hit by a pitch, and they're like, it was a curveball, dude. But they're like, and you stuck your arm out. So we're mad at you because you could have avoided being hit by that, and you didn't. Let's take another look. Here's the pitcher's reaction. He's like, oh, dude, you totally saw it and stuck your arm out into it. What are you doing? And he bat flips, and he's like, why are you hitting me, huh? Why are you hitting me? And they're like, well, no. We didn't throw at you. It was a curveball, and you intentionally got hit. So just a lot of jawing about nothing, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, he didn't try to move at all. I mean, definitely stuck his arm.
That's my assumption, is that's what they're talking about on both sides. And then it gets personal because when Naylor's at first base, he's still talking to the catcher, whose name is Hedges. And when they were teammates in San Diego, Hedges' nickname was Hedgehog, and he's going to say, Hogs, you're a fucking loser. And that's mean. And then he says, well, you're a backup to a backup. And that's mean too. So we've just got some shit talking, and then a first pitch breaking ball to Randy, and still John with each other says, you're a pussy bitch. And that's mean too. So we've got three mean things being said, and then he keeps talking to him. And then he says, you need instructions to get to the bag. And that's mean, because now he's called him a lot of things and telling him he can't even get hits. He needs directions to get to the bag. Now the inning is over, but they're going to keep talking to each other. And we do have audio of this, but it's not the best audio. So I'm going to lip read it first for you and separate it. And then at the end of this, you can hear the hot mics, take the headphones, press them down, and you can hear what they're saying very faintly, but it's there. First, Naylor's just going to look at him and be like, come on, let's go. And Hedges is going to say, no, I'm not going to do anything. He's like, do something about it. Huh? Yeah. You're so tired. You ain't shit. Yeah. No one likes you. Literally nobody likes you. Your own fucking teammates don't like you. Seems like a mean thing to say, because now
John Boy's the man. The man. I mean, there's not even a big deal, and he makes it into this fucking entertaining best video.
Naylor's teammates are going to be like, oh, no, dude, he doesn't speak for us. We love you. And Naylor didn't react, and Hedges in the dugout just kind of gives, well, someone had to say it. And what's interesting is this story has a ton of layers. These guys were teammates in San Diego. They got traded to Cleveland together. They were teammates in Cleveland together. They've been in the same organization, I think, for a decade of their careers has spent together, so they know each other well. They've celebrated before. They've giggled together before. They've been friends before. What happened? Hedges is the catcher on Cleveland. Josh Naylor's little brother is a catcher in the Cleveland organization and got sent down, and Hedges is starting over him. Is that play a factor? Is this just shit talk and they're going to be friends after? Were they never friends? And all these...
Is that a fucking Fanatics helmet?
Quotes were just media quotes, because listen to the way Hedges talked about him
when
he was on.
Am I tripping? Is it not? I think it is.
Rotation, a John Boy Media podcast.
But I've played with Nails for a long time. He's like just such a good, humble kid. Josh is a really, really, really special player, special human. He's not dumb. He's a smart guy. Like, it's partly tactical. Like, he wants
the best damn sports show, period. How, if you were around watching that, you had it nice. We don't know how nice we had it.
You to hate him. So then when he goes out and crushes you again, it crushes you even more too. So without that stuff, I think sports is less fun.
So it's an interesting tale, and there's a lot more coming out about these players and Naylor and everything. So check John Boy Media socials, talking baseball. We're covering it as fast as we can. It's interesting. It's also sad. In the words of Chinua Achebe, things fall apart. As I said, here are the hot mics. You can hear a lot of what they were saying.
brings up Rand.
Pissed. They don't like each other.
And there you have it. Thank you very much.
All right, that was great. John Boy's the man. Tonight was a great show. Thank you for all that mentioned it just now. And thank you to the members. We'll give away, I have NBA hoops. So I'll give away some packs there. I need to wait for the shirt to come in. Also, I was donated this V-Friends box. What the fuck do we do with it? I don't know. Do we open it just to have a little make fun of? What else? Thank you to all the callers, the 130 people in here making the live, supporting. Hell yes. Incredibly fun. And if you watched, you got a little tease of what shop I'm going to this week. Then we have the National coming up and Fanatics Fest. All the viewers, callers, big shout out. By the way, Blue Red wins. And so tomorrow we'll do the semifinals, and then we'll do the finals next week. So tomorrow it'll be Mike Ham versus Ziggy in the first hour. In the second hour, it'll be Snyder versus Blue Red. Everyone complained what bracket they were in. All the brackets were tough. I don't know what to tell. All the brackets were not easy. Yep, just what a blast. We'll do it again tomorrow. Fuck yeah. Anything else? I feel like, am I missing something? Hey now.